representing 104.3. Hey, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. I mean, here we go on a Wednesday, and already I'm feeling pretty good about myself because if you were listening to the show yesterday, I told you the Heat are a team on a mission, and they will have no problem with a less talented squad like the Bucks, who are missing Giannis and just mailing it in for the remainder of the season, while the Heat, they are circling the wagons. Mm-hmm. They are putting it together. Everybody is healthy. I told you, when you see Norman Powell and Bam and Tyler out there together, this is a threesome that can't be stopped. They are determined to get out of the – I didn't see the score. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah. They lost? Huh.
You going to circle a wagon with no wheels?
Tell you what, man.
What the wheels
hell?
On our wagon.
The hell happened there? That is not what I had talked about in my handicapping of the Heat for the remainder of the season, that they were going to be a team on a mission, and just didn't pan out that way.
They were up 9 at the end of the third quarter, and part of me was saying, I want this to be close at the end. Here's why. Their first 2 games with Tyler Hero coming back, they blew out the Hawks, they blew out the Grizzlies. I didn't get to see Tyler and Norm and Bam and Wiggs on the floor together, Tyler and Norm specifically, in a late game situation.
Well, now you never want to see them together in a late game situation ever again.
You know what they did? 6 minutes and 34 seconds of not making a field goal.
You know, I think I got to go back and read it, but I was reading Ask Ira this morning, and I think Tyler was minus 20.
Minus 18,
minus
which was
18.
The worst plus minus in the game. Oh, no, they updated it. Minus 20. Minus 20.
That's a bad plus minus.
Yeah, we're waiting for him to come back.
And
we need that minus 20.
We talk about, he's got everything on the line.
Yeah, that'll get you paid.
Tell you what, man. Well, can't win them all. I don't know what.
You could beat the big, terrible team.
They were what? 6-point favorites?
6.
On the road. Yeah. Well, Hurricanes won. So you got that. Hurricanes beat FSU last night. We're going to be dancing in March. This team is going to be dancing in March. That's kind of cool. A little spring training baseball on the TV. That's right outside of Tampa. The Phillies play right outside of Tampa. Where is that Clearwater? I think that might be Clearwater.
Clearwater, yeah.
Baycare Ballpark. Let me look it up.
I believe that's Clearwater, Florida. Home of the closest Raising Cane's to the University of Tampa campus. How do I know that?
That is Clearwater.
Yeah.
That is Clearwater.
Hey, just headed over there in the morning.
Is she?
Yeah, I'm tapping out.
Back up to Bradenton.
Hey, I'm tapping out. I can't do it 2 weekends in a row.
It's rough, man.
I'm going fishing in the morning.
It is rough.
There's a minor league team in Clearwater. I assume they play at that stadium. The Clearwater Threshers.
I think Appel used to call games for the Threshers.
What's a thresher?
It's funny.
There's a thresher shark.
Speaking of, it's got to be what it is because the beach is right there. Speaking of not knowing what a word is, I got tickled by Solana today because yesterday on Talk About It Tuesday, we did, would Usain Bolt or Joey Chestnut win a 100-meter dash, but you have to eat a hot dog first, and you can't start running till you've eaten the hot dog. And so I go do Stugatz's podcast this morning, and his producer, Taylor Vipolis, says, I heard it last night or yesterday on the show. And he goes, and I'm going to give Solana credit, but I want to have that debate here with you guys because I think it's a fascinating question. And so the screenshot I sent Solana and you guys of their podcast episode is like, would Usain Bolt or Joey Chestnut? It's his question. And so I send it to Solana, and Solana's response is, I want a per diem for that.
Huh?
Yeah, so I go,
you want a meal?
I go, you don't know what a per diem is, do you? And he's like, nope, no idea. That's what your company would give you, say, if you were traveling, or sometimes you don't even have to be traveling. A professional athlete get a per diem all the time, but they may say your per diem is $75 per day. That's what you spend on meals.
Yeah, Joe Zagacki talked about having a per diem yesterday, and I had a per diem with the Dolphins when I used to travel with the team.
And so you wanted me to give you a per diem?
I just want something. Give me something.
I'm leaving here with something. What was that?
Having a per diem.
I'm leaving here with
I want a
something.
damn per diem. I'm not moving on. Let's get to headlines. We do have a loaded potato of a show today. Mike Cunio is in Indianapolis. You really are drinking Athletic Greens, huh?
I do got AG1 in my vitamin
Holy
water.
mackerel.
And some Mammoth Man protein.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for
Solana
you.
made fun of my man boobs yesterday and invigorated me.
Oh, is that all I need? Is some Mammoth Man protein? Give me a couple shots of that.
We got to do a push-up or two.
Mike Cunio is going to join us from Indianapolis, and Jim Larinaga is going to join us for an entire hour today, as he does on Wednesdays. Zach Gelb is going to join us from New York City, still digging out from the blizzard, I'm guessing. And so we have a lot to get to, so let's do headlines with Solana, brought to you by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
I'll start with the Heat. Just circle back there. They did lose yesterday. They had that 9-point lead. They didn't score the final 6 minutes and 34 seconds.
I did not see that game coming. I'm just telling you.
No.
I mean, obviously, if you listen to the show yesterday, and I bet them -6. I rarely bet them laying points on the road. I did not see that game coming.
That was sad.
No, it was. Yeah, it was sad. Defensively, they stunk. No field goals, -6 minutes of the game. Last 6 minutes of the game doesn't make sense when you have Tyler and Norman Powell and Bam and Andrew Wiggins. It just doesn't make sense.
It does make sense, Solana. It's my criticism that we've argued about for years now. At, what'd you say, 6 minutes of not scoring a bucket?
Yeah.
Give me the ball and y'all go stand on the sideline and watch what I'm about to do. That's the player I like. That's the player we need. Bam's not made like that. Tyler obviously is not made like that. And Norman, he's an all-star.
Bam went over. 18.
18, yeah.
Bam hit the over.
But what happened in the fourth
Anybody
quarter?
want to talk about Matas Buzelis
I
over?
don't talk about no damn
15 and a half.
Montaz,
15 and a half was the over. Dude put up 32 points, which
Montaz
was
had 32?
32,
That's impressive.
which was 1/3 of their scoring output. They scored 99 in the game. He had 32 points.
Come on, Montaz.
I was reading the Bulls, who I believe have now lost 10 straight games. Their average margin of defeat, like their point differential, has been an average of like 17 in all these losses.
Crazy. It had to be 30 or 40 last night.
They're getting absolutely slaughtered in every single game. Every single one.
Yeah. They're going to have a lottery pick, my friends.
Come on, Benny D.
So this sets up arguably one of the more important games left on the Heat's regular season schedule. They play the 76ers tomorrow. They're on the road. The Sixers won yesterday. They beat Philadelphia. They're chasing the Sixers. They're a game and a half back of Philadelphia in the standings. But why it matters more so than just gaining some ground tomorrow is the Orlando Magic have the tiebreaker over the Heat. They've played them 4 times. They'll play them once more. Orlando's 4-0 against the Heat. So Miami doesn't have the tiebreaker against them. They want to have the tiebreaker against the 76ers, because if those are the 2 teams ahead of you, it would definitely pay off to at least have the tiebreaker against one of them so that you jump them. You don't have to have a better record than them at the end of the season. That's tomorrow at 7.
All right.
Canes Hoops did win yesterday. Congratulations to them on the road. That's a good road win. And like you said, Josie told us yesterday, 1 win in their final 4 likely guarantees they will be dancing.
Yeah, the only thing that made him nervous was going 0 for 4 in the final 4, and they won. So let's keep our fingers crossed.
Impressive what Jay Lucas is doing.
It really is. Like, really
Because
is.
they were garbage last year.
Yep.
Come in, new roster, and go to the
and
the
your first time as a head coach.
Yeah.
Canes baseball will play at FAU tonight. The Marlins are leading right now 1-0 over the Astros. It was Tyler Phillips who started the game for the Fish. FIU baseball, Hoch, as we look ahead to UF versus UM this weekend. FIU baseball put 11 runs on UF last night.
Didn't the Hurricanes, they go up to Boca today?
Tonight. I just said that.
Well, I thought you said FIU.
FAU is going to host UM.
Right.
FIU last night put up 11 runs on the Gators in Gainesville.
We're deep in the bullpen.
Well, you guys won 17-11.
We're deep in the bullpen.
Who cares about that?
I was reading something by because I wasn't paying attention. I was reading something by Isaac Azout. Do you know who he is? He writes for Fish on First.
Fish on First.
Is that how you pronounce his name? Azout?
I'm not sure if it's Azout or Azout, but he's very good at covering the Marlins.
You
Why
don't
you
know
laughing?
this man's name.
He has no idea.
He just makes up words.
Isaac is literally like
I don't know
created,
if it's Izat or Izoot.
I don't know because I only read
I still don't know how
his
to
work.
pronounce Alain Poupart.
Alan Poupart.
Alan. Silent I.
And I feel like it's Hal Habib, but you guys say Habib, so I don't know. This Isaac Azout from Fish on First, he wrote an article, I was just kind of skimming it, that the Marlins are revamping their ballpark experience. Bold changes incoming. You can read this at fishonfirst.com.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, enter new chief. I'm just reading this as I go, so I haven't pulled out notes. Enter new chief brand officer Alex Parker. Upon reviewing extensive fan feedback gathered by the organization, he believes there's room to enhance the in-game and overall ballpark experience. They originally brought Parker on as a consultant last winter following a 10-year tenure with the Dolphins, where he oversaw digital marketing and sponsorship initiatives. Let's see. He says, the brand specifically has meant everything for me for a very long time. They did a data-driven survey focused. The rooster race has been discontinued.
Yeah. The hell?
It says the rooster mascots will continue engaging with fans around the ballpark.
Yeah.
I think they're bringing a real rooster race.
The Billy. Trust me, man. Those roosters won't survive a week in Little Havana. The thing is, Billy the Marlin.
Well, he's back. Like he's going to be focus, like the focal point, because he kind of took a back seat apparently.
But there's something off about Billy the Marlin. I don't know if
it's a chromosome. No, it looks like it, right? He doesn't look like he used to.
He doesn't look like a mascot. It looks like a plastic head. There's something off.
Yeah,
it's
you're
shiny.
right. You're right. It's more,
You want him to have
No.
expressions?
No, more plush feeling.
Correct.
He looks like a dangerous plaster Paris figurine.
Yes.
You're 100% correct.
More personality in the helmet.
Yeah, in the face. Like, make it a little more friendly rather than rough and hard. Like it I know exactly what he's saying. There's a glare to it.
There's something off about Billy the Marlin. They got rid of the manatees, which I thought were a hit.
Big mistake.
Everybody loved the manatees. That was
still have the golden oldies?
They do. They perform every once in a while. Marquee games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saturday against Houston, 3:00 game, 3:30. I'm sure we'll see them. But the manatees were unique to South Florida, and they're called the manatees. Perfect.
Right.
Like, what do we have that's ours?
It says, over the past few seasons, it was no secret that the in-game entertainment playlist leaned heavily towards Latin-style rap and reggaeton, as you would say. While those genres certainly have a place in baseball, especially in Little Havana, many fans have voiced their displeasure over the lack of variety. That approach will shift moving forward, Parker told Fish on First. The playlist will be more differentiated this year. You can't try to be everything for everybody. But for us, you need to differentiate that part of the experience so you're connecting with a lifestyle audience, a hyper-local audience, fans coming in from Broward, and fans and families alike. There needs to be something that resonates with all of them. If FanFest was any indication, which was a couple of weeks ago, traditional baseball anthems such as Center Field and Sweet Caroline could take on a more prominent role.
I would say he came from the Dolphins, right?
Yeah.
Parker?
Yeah.
The new stadium, and you could put it on Stephen Ross, who put a bunch of money into it, but like you don't have to watch the game anymore.
That stadium experience is fantastic.
It's just you go inside, you have almost like food courts inside, you have all the tables you can sit down at. Like you can miss a quarter, still watch the game on TV, but have delicious food and all that. Marlins Park, you're going to be outside walking around that big circle. There's no duck off. Y'all kill me about heat. I love to be in Hyde. I love to go to the Grey Goose Lounge. Like I love more of like a social event than I have to see if they're running the pick and roll.
Well,
right
I like a more
varied
varied playlist. I want it to sound more like this show.
Yeah, I don't know.
Play no rap.
I don't know what Alex Parker is his name. I don't know what he's talking about. Have you ever heard anybody complain about the music being played at Lone Depot Park?
Yes.
Who?
Yeah, me, Lori,
Me.
I mean,
Barry.
Think about what the words were just used. Hyper local. Well, what do you think is being played on Calle Ocho when you walk into bars and to clubs? You think it's Sweet Caroline?
Don't give me the nonsense that everybody locally is going to the Marlins games because the place is empty. So
No. I'm saying don't give me the nonsense of we want to keep it hyper local. If you want to keep it hyper local, then you're playing reggaeton, you're playing Bad Bunny, you're playing J Balvin because that's what that area, that's what that community listens to. If you want to branch it out and play more of, let's be honest, white people music, I totally respect that because it's more conducive to baseball around the country. I get that, but don't tell me it's because you want to be hyper local. What are you talking about? That's the opposite of being hyper local.
They should be the opposite of hyper local.
Why?
Because it's baseball. It's that you need to bring in. There's a lot of demographics around here, Solana.
I'm in agreement with you, but I like carving your own lane. I like being different. And
don't be different at the expense of having a full house.
But they're not going to have a full house unless they win. It has nothing to do with the music entertainment in between innings.
Well, then why
That's
are you
ridiculous.
concerned about the music?
I'm not. I'm just telling
sounds
you.
like you are.
I thought it was a stupid way to just say, hey, we want to play more of a variety of music, which nobody would have been upset about. But to pretend like it's us being hyper local and catering to a wider fan base, the people who are going to those games are the locals in that community, or at the very least, that's who they should be targeting because that's what they sold us on when they built that stadium.
Yeah, but they
Little
didn't
Havana.
come. They've tried. They didn't come. The Juntos baseball or whatever it was, the hashtag. Nobody Juntoed. It was. I mean, they tried. They need to get me down there, which I go, by the way.
I was just gonna say, people aren't coming from Davie down there. Like
because
that's
they're
what,
not good.
No, but
that's why
it's not. That's what they need. And I talked about the experience, but the experience also, but reaching out to other people, reaching out to other demographics. Honestly, Solana, play the crap that the Yankees and the Red Sox and everybody play.
Don't
Just
be
go,
the Yankees and the Red Sox.
Why
You're not
wouldn't
the
you want to be the
Yankees
Yankees and the Red Sox?
Because you're not the Yankees and the Red Sox.
But you tried to do what you're suggesting. It hasn't worked.
I'm telling you, it hasn't worked. Not because there's too much Bad Bunny in the stands, but because the team stinks.
But that's fine. But then what are you so riled up about?
Because
separation from roster and experience. Roster and experience is how you have to separate.
No,
that,
because
Solana.
you could literally play Sweet Caroline and Piano Man on a loop in that stadium this year. And if the Marlins don't win 100 games, or they don't have to win 100 games, but they don't go to the playoffs, we're going to be sitting here next late February talking about how can the Marlins increase fan attendance. And it's pretty evident at this point in this town, it doesn't have to do with what you're playing. It has to do with the fact that they stink and they've been bad consistently.
In years past, it often felt as though the action on the field was competing with and at times interrupted by the in-game entertainment. Moving forward, the intent is to reverse that dynamic. Across Major League Baseball, some of sports' most respected venues, such as Dodger Stadium, Fenway Park, Wrigley Field, and even newer ballparks like Citi Field, prioritize the game itself with minimal distractions. That appears to be the model the Marlins are aiming to follow. While the in-game host will still address the crowd during select breaks, the focus will shift squarely to the product on the field. Several themed segments and promotions, including Cafecito Time, the Fruit Roll-Up Contest, and the Family Feud-style feature will not return. Opening day, March 27th, will include a Kyle Stowers bobblehead giveaway along with post-game fireworks.
Who has the black guy in the blue tights with his swipe out that chases people down?
Oh, that's Atlanta, isn't it? Isn't that Mr. Freeze?
Yes,
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Can we let's do what they do.
Do it with a rooster.
I think they discontinued it too.
They discontinued Mr. Freeze?
I think they did. I'll look it up.
Because he had his swipe out. I was uncomfortable.
I can't imagine why the fruit roll-up contest didn't work.
Was that you had the
Yeah.
No, it's actually fruit by the foot, I think.
Let's see. Rooster Race is gone.
It's the long one, the fruit by the foot.
What's fruit roll-up? Isn't that the same thing?
While cheerleaders have traditionally been a staple of football and basketball game presentation, the Marlins introduced the Mermaids, who perform dances on the field and atop the dugout during select game breaks. According to sources, they will no longer continue in that on-field role. However, the Mermaids have been invited to return in a fan-facing capacity, serving as brand ambassadors. Hey, I know you were a cheerleader last year. We would put the camera on you. Now you can walk this person to his seat.
I like the Goldie Oldies more because you have to be creative in your mind. How Mildred looked 50 years ago.
I don't have to be creative. I like the Golden Oldies as is. As is, Jack.
Mildred was bad in 96.
As is.
By Millie back then.
All right. Anything else? I want to have time with Cunyo.
Your weather in South Florida right now, it is partly cloudy. It's in the 70s, low 70s tonight. It'll drop again into the low 50s, but it looks like the very cold temps are behind us.
Yeah, very exciting. All right, we'll take a break. Mike Cunyo will join us next on Hochman, Crowder, and Solana.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
Is there any possibility that Billy the Marlin is a bird?
WQAM.
Mike Cunio is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. He's in Indianapolis, maybe enjoying a little shrimp cocktail at St. Elmo's. I've never been to Indianapolis, so.
Oh, you should go.
Should I?
Yeah, I swear. You should
Indianapolis?
No, don't let him lie to you.
It's fun.
It's
not
city
fun.
of Indianapolis
The
is
city
fun?
of Indianapolis
Solana.
is wildly underrated. Wildly underrated.
Because you expect nothing and you get a 2?
No, it's fun. There's
Like
actually a lot of cool stuff to do. The city itself is cool. I'm not comparing it to a major city like New York City or Miami or Los Angeles, but in terms of if you take those cities out, there's actually a lot to do. There's a lot of bars that you can hop around. Even if it's cold, they have like this tunnel system that you can get to overground that you could walk through. You never have to go outside. They have good restaurants. You can go to Lucas Oil Stadium to watch a Colts game. They have a major sports team across all 4 major sports. Like, it's genuinely a fun city. I've been there several times.
I'm not saying it's not. I've never been. I've never heard someone say that it's an underrated city. So let me ask Cunio. Cunio, you watch him on CBS 4. Is it an underrated city, Indianapolis?
Yes, it is an underrated city. And the tunnels that Solana's talking about, it does feel like a little bit like a hamster cage, how you watch your hamster go from one side of the cage to the other because you're just going through those tunnels. But yeah, the bars are cool, good steakhouses. I do feel a little bit of being in the Midwest. I just understand you, Hoch, a little bit more as a human being out here. So,
like you understand why I'm so nice and so cordial.
So nice and cordial, sure. If that's the route you want to go, but yeah, the spirit of Hochman just flies throughout the Midwest.
Yes.
That's why I come out here.
I am an amalgam of the Midwest, and I bring it here to South Florida, and you guys are very lucky to have me.
Oh, thank you.
Is it super cold there?
We feel lucky.
Cunio, is it super cold?
It's not too bad. I think it's like in the 30s or 40s. I walk around with a jacket, but I'm doing okay.
All right. I was having a sip of my Diet Mountain Dew. The new Dolphins GM, John Eric Sullivan, yesterday spoke, and I was curious if anything piqued your interest, or it's pretty much, hey, this is what we expected to hear. There was nothing that was really revelatory.
Well, I would say the thing that definitely stuck out to me is, I don't know if it's setting expectations, but it's just a self-awareness of, we have a lot of holes on this roster that we have to fill, and we're not, sugarcoating that. And to me, that's refreshing. It's not blowing smoke up anyone. It is straight out telling you, like, we have a lot of free agents we have to sign. We don't have a lot of money to do it. There is the Tua contract that's kind of hanging over our heads. So, like, going into it, they know they have a tough job ahead of them. And so just to hear from it, because we never typically heard from Chris Greer at the combine before, but to have a voice here and John Eric Sullivan set out a plan and a standard, that to me was the big takeaway.
And Mike, that openness, I do like the openness, because Chris Greer was kind of like a behind the scenes guy. I remember seeing him at the Lions Dolphins joint practice. He had a hood on, kind of like hiding. And it doesn't seem like Sullivan is like that. It don't seem like Hafley's like that. But like, isn't these next 2 draft years like the future of the Dolphins? Am I putting that, too big, where you have to hit on these young guys because the money's not here this year, and then next year you're still going to be under some salary cap, ramifications. These next 2 drafts are gigantic for every Dolphin fan in the world.
Yeah, first of all, I was at that Lions Dolphins joint practice too, and you didn't say hi to me either, so you're incognito as well.
Mike, you were behind the little, the little.
I was.
Wow, you wouldn't get that from a Midwest guy. I'm just telling you.
Taking snaps. No, you're absolutely right. And I think what they did last year, and I'll give Chris Greer credit here, drafting that defensive line, you basically addressed at least that need, getting Biggers, getting Phillips, and getting Kenneth Grant. You have now it feels like you've attacked at least that position through the draft. Can you supplement it here or there? Those defensive tackles in free agency, bring in veterans, sure. But yes, these next few years, because they're so tight on the cap, and they're going to have to pay Tua $99 million over the next couple of years if they can't trade him and get a little bit of a relief. They're going to have to build it young, and they're going to have to build it inexpensively. So yes, the foundation will start in these next few drafts, but I think there is a little bit of a head start there at the defensive tackle position.
Cunio, I think Hafley and Sully have both done a really good job at downplaying how close of a relationship they had prior to getting to Miami. Hafley yesterday said, I never even went to his house. And again, I don't know if I'm buying this per se. I think they're just trying to, they're both aligned there. But aside from that, how refreshing is it to hear how aligned they are in defensive principles, roster construction, just everything? It sounds like they're both in lockstep with one another in how the future should look and how it is they're going to get there. How refreshing is that to hear both these guys kind of just sound very similar in their approach?
No, it is. And I will say this on the whole friendship thing. Hafley was in Green Bay for 2 years. It's not like he was with Sullivan for 20 years over there with the Packers. So, football guys are strange. They work a lot. So I can totally see that they may not have been best friends, but obviously friendly enough working together. So I think more importantly to your point about the alignment is that I think when coming over from Green Bay, there was probably a standard the way they did those things. And obviously Sullivan was there a lot longer, but when you bring in Hafley, they're probably not bringing in a guy that unless they saw it the same way. So yes, I think those two guys coming over together are going to do well together in terms of a working relationship. They have to just put it together on the field now. And I think the tough thing for Hafley is, man, he probably just wants to coach at this point. I know there's a lot of roster construction and the draft and free agency and everything, but I think he's probably just chomping at the bit to get out there in the field and kind of set that tone culturally and the expectations of what they want, because like Crowder, you mentioned the next two drafts, how important they are. They get to mold like some young kids here, and it gets to be theirs, and then they can choose how to fill out the rest of the roster and bring in the right guys to help them out. But it's interesting. These guys are going to have kind of a blank slate to work with, and I don't think you really get that often in the NFL.
Mike, should we warn Dolphin fans about the philosophy change of off-white $300 Nikes on the sideline and $1,000 Gucci glasses to what we're about to become? Because everything they say are the words I love: violence and physicality and all the stuff. Like, should we warn people that this is about to be a whole different approach to football philosophically?
Yeah, philosophically. Yeah, you nailed it. Philosophy.
Philosophically.
Oh, you're
there
so
we go, Mike.
close.
Philosophically,
I thought you
Mike.
had it the first time.
Yeah, no, you were getting there. Philosophically speaking, you know what I think Dolphin fans
You're
want?
talking about Uncle Philosophically from Fresh Prince.
Yeah. He was a great father figure.
You know what I think Dolphin fans want? I think they want to see winning. And so I don't think they care what it looks like in terms of what they're wearing on the sideline. Just to win, and philosophically speaking, if that's the case, and you're just out there with some slacks and a button down and tie, I think that's fine. That's just a win, and I think that's all that'll matter to Dolphin fans.
There's a reason that they haven't waived Tua, right? So they have to decide if it's a post June 1st designation or whatever. But I believe we're all probably in agreement that he's not going to be on the team come next season. They are holding out hope, ostensibly, for a trade partner. Does a trade partner exist out there? And then let me take it one step further, Cunio. Let's say one doesn't, and he just hits the market as an open free agent quarterback. What is the market for Tua out there?
So let me start with the Dolphins side of this. I think they would, because you kind of keep hearing, would they have to attach a pick? I don't think the Dolphins want to lose any draft picks. So I think that's probably where they're trying to make this happen. And then, is there a market for him? Yeah, I could see a market for him in terms of, could the Raiders be a spot where he goes? I know the Raiders have the first pick and likely drafting Mendoza, but does Tom Brady want Mendoza to get a little seasoned and sit behind a starter for a year and learn the NFL? I could see that. I could see Tua going to be a backup somewhere. It's not like he's wholly without skill. I think there is a market for him. It's just more so the price. If he's going to be traded, the Dolphins are probably going to have to eat a large chunk of that. And you know what? Honestly, if that's the case, it's fine. I think they're just more probably hesitant on having to give away picks at this point.
Cunio, how do you envision and I know we're a ways away. We still have the draft and all that stuff. But how do you envision, based on what we heard yesterday, they're going to handle the quarterback situation with my assumption being Tua won't be here? Is it a veteran that they bring in? Is it drafting a quarterback and just kind of going with viewers and a draft pick? How is it in your mind that the QB room will look come training camp?
I could see it. I could see coming out so. Just making the assumption that Tua is not here, I could see it playing out where, Ewers might have that kind of edge in the room to start. They draft a guy, and maybe they bring in a veteran and let them battle it out for in training camp for the starting role. I think the message they probably want people to understand is that they're here to win. They're not, even if you think they are an underdog, you just can't. To me, I think the worst thing, and you hear it from coaches here all the time at the combine or whatever, even in the NBA, like tanking is like this loser mentality. And I think you just don't want to instill that in anybody, in an organization, especially in your first year, right? You don't want to tell people we're okay with losing. So no matter who it is, I think they just want to make sure that there's competition and competing, no matter if the wins come or not. You're going to play a certain way. And I think that's the most important thing.
And speaking about not tanking, but reassessing, resetting, I guess, Achane, Brooks, and Waddle are the big names. I think they can get a haul back or draft pick back or whatever it is. Is there anybody that should be off the table? Because, me, we talked about it, but I'm not a huge fan of – I don't think Waddle's a one. But Brooks leads the league in tackles, and I think Achane is he's the new age running back. He is that – that running back, passing game, running game, everything that Christian McCaffrey does. But there's only so many assets that they can get rid of in this cycle.
Yeah, Sullivan told us yesterday that, that Achane and Waddle are in their vision. So I would put those two in that category of probably not. Now, he still has to listen. If people are gonna, call, you have the responsibility to listen. But I like those four guys. Brooks and Brewer, I think you need some veteran leadership in the locker room. Guys who just love football and are all about it. And I think that rubs off on guys. And I think we saw that to an extent with those two last year. I mean, Brewer finished the season. He was a little dinged up, and he did not have to finish those last few games of the year. I think he missed the second to last week, but came back in week 18, if I'm not mistaken, to play. So those are the guys you want. And this is what comes down to competition and being competitive and still wanting to win. I don't think you get rid of the guys like that if you have them and they're all about ball.
Mike Cunio is with us in Indianapolis. Have you gone to St. Elmo's for shrimp cocktail?
No.
You have not?
No, I have not. I have not done my yearly walk by where I just stand outside the window and watch.
He did tell us some weirdo stuff.
Yeah, well, he felt odd walking in. You felt odd walking in alone, right? You were very self-conscious walking in alone.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Well, you told us that. It wasn't allegedly.
No. There's no proof of that.
Well, there is proof of that. You told us. We have it on tape. Have you not gone there because you don't love shrimp cocktail? You didn't find yourself impressed by St. Elmo's, or other reasons?
Yeah, I'm talking to Solana and Jimmy and Crowder here. I just keep getting emoji shrimp texts from Hoch.
From somebody.
So I think I'm just fighting it just to annoy you at this point, even though you have no idea.
Yeah, that's a fair point. My favorite one that I've sent Cunio while he's been in Indianapolis so far is this one. You're shrimply the best. Do you not like shrimp cocktail? I know you're a big fisherman, but sometimes fishermen, there's a certain thing that they don't like, or are shrimp dirty, by the way? Aren't they bottom trawlers?
They eat maybe off the bottom, but if you're a fisherman, you eat seafood.
Is there any seafood that you don't eat, Cunio?
No. So the only seafood I don't really eat, and it's not even seafood, is I try to stay away from any bottom feeding fish, just because they typically eat things off the bottom, which could also be dead. So
But isn't that a shrimp? Isn't a shrimp a bottom feeder?
Yeah, lobster.
Yeah, but I mean like the garbage collectors. You know what I mean? tilapia and catfish.
Yeah.
I try to stay away from that. So I try to go exclusively saltwater when it comes to fish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear about tilapia when you were a kid?
Not till I got to Florida.
It's
but
not
did it
like
have
did it
have a different name?
No, it didn't have a different name. They created this tilapia.
What do you mean?
I don't know what they did. There was no tilapia on menus as children.
I don't think they created tilapia. I think they realized that they could create these tilapia farms, and it was very easy to manipulate how many they could create, like how many they could.
So wait, so there's farm raised tilapia.
Yeah. It's mostly farm.
Okay, so then it's not.
It's
not a garbage feeder then.
Well, it's eating garbage off the bottom, but
not if they're farm
raised.
Garbage. Not if they're like actually from the ocean.
Are you? I know you're a big fisherman, Cunio. Are you like a I don't want to say a PETA animal advocate, but are you like very concerned about animals and what you eat and how animals are raised and bred and grown?
It doesn't take up too much real estate in my brain. No, I do care about conservation, like not overfishing certain fish populations, sure. And farming I'm okay with, because I think if you're just raising things to eat, then I think that's a healthy way to go about it. But no, I'm not like.
What about veal? Are you okay with veal?
I don't. I've had it.
I mean, it's raised though. I'm curious if you have.
I know, but when I order it, my wife looks at me weird.
Yeah.
The Wagyu, they hold the cows off the ground and don't let their muscles develop. Yeah.
What?
Are you sure?
The Wagyu beef is made different. They don't let the cows just run around.
The cows fly.
They hold them up in these little holsters.
Is that for real? I don't think.
No wonder they're expensive.
Yeah,
I don't think
why
that's
it's so
right.
expensive.
You're telling me a Wagyu cow never touches the ground?
Hangs from a hot air balloon his whole life.
No.
No, it's
it's
like a scientific approach. They can only walk X amount of days
they limit
because the tenderness of the meat requires.
Remember, we went to Tokyo.
Hoch's tender. That's a bunch of Wagyu.
Well, we went to Tokyo and we had legitimate Japanese Wagyu when we were there.
Top notch.
I'm not kidding you. It's the greatest thing I've ever eaten in my life.
Mm-hmm.
In my life. I'm talking any food item in any place, anywhere. The Wagyu, I'm getting chills talking about it. The Wagyu, the real Wagyu in Tokyo is the greatest thing I have ever eaten in my life.
I believe it.
And the cow was on a hot air balloon for a year.
Are you sure?
Yes, they limit their, because if you run around, you toughen the meat, you develop the meat, so then it's not as tender.
I should ask Claude, my AI guy. Yeah. Let's see. The claim that Wagyu beef is not allowed on the ground is a myth based on a misunderstanding of how the cattle are raised and how the meat is processed.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it Wagyu?
I have a serious question for Cunio regarding conservation.
Mm-hmm.
Cunio, how prevalent are the negative evolutionary effects of sustainable fishing, and how can they be minimized?
How prevalent of what?
Just throw back the babies.
I thought
right. You just there's a legal limit and there's a legal size, and if they don't fall under that, you just throw them back in the water, Solana. That's all it is.
I thought I would have bet $1 billion that when you ask Cunio what fish he doesn't eat, he was the only thing he doesn't eat. He was going to say, "I don't eat fried calamari," and I was just going to delete your number from my phone.
Yeah, you would never eat fried calamari, though, would you?
Well, let me say this. No, I'm kidding. I love calamari.
Wasn't it the last time in Indianapolis that you had a cheeseburger salad?
No,
that was Buffalo with Solana. and I had it twice. Once I had it delivered to my room. The next time I actually ate it with Solana.
Cunio, that was delicious.
Yeah. That's crazy. He's the healthiest eater we know, but he ordered within a 12-hour time period 2 cheeseburger salads, which is just foul.
He ate one with Solana. You got to be a quick
Five Guys. Yes, I did Five Guys yesterday, and I took off the bun and ate and just had the burger.
You went to Five Guys? Oh, Solana's showing right now the cheeseburger salad. It is so disgusting because it's not even like, because it's just too.
sliced up,
Yeah,
covered in
really
cheese.
disgusting to order that a second time. So you went to Five Guys yesterday?
Yeah, I hadn't eaten. Well, I'm watching on the stream. It's on delay. I could see that glorious that cheeseburger salad.
You think about that the way I do about the Wagyu in Tokyo.
Chill, different kind of chills I got from that.
So you went to Five Guys? That's shocking to me.
Well, I knew I was gonna toss the bun, so it was just the meat inside. I had to eat, man. I had to get some protein in.
Fries? Did you have the fries?
No, I did the free peanuts. You know, just loaded the bag with free peanuts.
Your side is peanuts
with a burger, a bunless burger and peanuts.
Basically.
Yeah,
and you're afraid of eating the garbage eater?
You're the garbage eater.
This guy should be named Tilapia.
I'm gonna stop telling you what I do. My life would be a lot better.
Mike Cunio from Indianapolis. See you, Cunio. Go get some shrimp cocktail at St. Elmo's and send us a picture.
Love you all.
All right, love you back. There you go, Mike Cunio. Oops, I turned off my own mic there before I sent it to Crowder. Mike Cunio from CBS 4, Tilapia himself.
Big Tilapia, what did he call me?
He called you the old tugboat.
Yeah, Tilapia.
Now the truth comes out.
5 years later, we got a nickname. We all agree the anniversaries are very special. And my friends at Ed Morris, they're celebrating an amazing anniversary. 80th year in business. That's why my buddy Chris Atkins, the GM over there, Teddy Morris, my man, he's the big man over there. They have an amazing team over at Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac. They are commemorating the occasion by giving special savings on Cadillac luxury. My wife has an IQ. If y'all have not checked out these electric Cadillacs, you got to look into it. And right now, during the 80th year anniversary, all electric 2026 Cadillac Optic, only $349 a month, and the all-electric 2025 Cadillac Lyrics is only $369 a month. They have been family-owned and operated for 80 years. They know what they're doing. They know how to treat their customers, and that's why they've been around that much. The customer service, they've been around so long for the customer service. Don't miss out on the 80th anniversary savings. Go see my friends at Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac, 6-time dealer of the year off Sunrise Boulevard and the Sawgrass Expressway. You got to visit EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com. And remember, I tell y'all all the time, being backed by Morris is amazing. As soon as you go down there on Sunrise Boulevard and Sawgrass Expressway, you're going to walk in. They're going to watch out for you. The trade-in, the service department's amazing. The sales staff's amazing. The trade-in, the sale, the lease, everything is amazing to be backed by Morris. My entire driveway is backed by Morris. Click EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Tighten your ass up, Whale.
Today.
Solutions for real people.
Solana.
Hey guys, it's Leroy. For the best dry cleaning in South Florida, use our friends over at A&T Dry Cleaners. It's a new year, and all your holiday pounds should be coming off, and your clothes may be too big. And dry cleaners can help them fit perfectly again with alterations. They have a seamstress on site and can do same-day sewing. Have your wardrobe looking right in 2026? Just call or text our guy Ara at 954-610-9383. Mention Tobin and Leroy and get 25% off your order. Check out A&T Dry Cleaners today.
In Miami, wherever there's a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito. And whenever you want a low price, you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Take advantage of a Pricito now on all of your favorite new Kia models, like Sportage, Sorento, Telluride, K5, Soul, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Doral Kia today.
Coach, you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
good.
All right. We're back in about a minute here. Okay, Coach?
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you.
The cesspool live, dropping comments and likes. We about to get right. Talking sports, my G. Listen to Odyssey and 104.3. Live and back on GeorgiaMusic.com. Hitting it at the park like a Matt Mervis bomb off power. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for that 3 o'clock.
I'm ready.
Ready for that 3 o'clock.
Who's ready?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Nobody seemed as ready as I was.
There's a lot of excitement from that stuff.
I'm ready for the 3 o'clock hour, and I see Coach Jim Larinaga is ready for the 3 o'clock hour as well. 3 o'clock hour on Wednesdays is always something we look forward to because Jim Larinaga, the winningest head coach in the history of the University of Miami men's basketball program, joins us for the entire hour. He has since become the #1 sports fan across the nation. Game to game, sport to sport, and that's the gig I want. He's got that's the greatest gig in sports. You have the greatest gig in sports right now, Coach.
Oh, I know it. Last night I was a bowling fan.
I saw some pictures from John Ruth at the Sports Hall of Fame and Museum. You had the bowling tournament and the Canes watch party. Canes finally were able to beat FSU. And was it a good event?
Oh, it was great. We raised a lot of money and a lot of enthusiasm for the Hurricanes. And then, of course, the game was great. Jay Lucas has his team playing at a very, very high level. And I thought Florida State, who was picked very low in the preseason poll, I think Luke Laux is doing a great job, too. That was a very exciting game last night.
What do you think about those uniforms? Does that throw you off a little bit? You watch FSU, and they're wearing blue, and it's like hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to feel like you're playing FSU.
You know what's the funny thing about uniforms now? Teams have like 6 or 7 different colors. They have white, like Miami. I know my last year we had white, we had green, we had black, we had like a gray. We had a retro uniform from back in the Rick Barry days. I mean, like Nike and Adidas are fighting to see who has the best uniforms and the best shoes. And the cameras are always panning the shoes. Do you notice that the Miami players are wearing one shoe is green and one shoe is orange?
Yeah.
Yeah. In my day, we wore canvas Converse and they were white or whatever the color canvas is, because
Chuck Taylor's, right?
Yeah.
Chuck Taylor's, yeah.
Ankle support. Coach, why are we worried about jerseys and colors and all that? Isn't it about basketball? That's something else for you to have on your plate.
No. Okay, it's about marketing. These shoe companies are funding the athletic programs with millions of dollars every year. So the shoe companies say, look, we want you to wear a different uniform. We want you to wear this uniform for Valentine's Day. We want you to wear this uniform for whatever celebration we're having. So, and quite frankly, it's very creative. A lot of imagination goes into creating those uniform looks. And then, of course, the people at Nike and Adidas are competing for the casual shoe buyer. I go into a shoe store. I'm buying a pair of what? Am I going to go Adidas? They got a new style. Am I going to go with Air Jordans because Michael Jordan was the greatest player of all time and he's got his own shoe company? He has a division of Nike and he's made it like $2 or $3 billion doing it. So the shoe must be good.
Are you affected by that, by the way? Because you were a hooper. So will you be caught wearing Skechers or I was going to use New Balance, but like New Balance is
Coach
Kawhi,
ain't wearing
so
no Skechers.
I don't know. As you get older, and I can attest to it, you don't really care anymore other than comfort. So I'm curious if you still are having allegiance to a brand or wouldn't be caught dead in Skechers or Stride Rights or Starberries.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm going to wear Adidas as long as Adidas sponsors the University of Miami, with one exception. If Skechers wants to reach out to me and pay me a boatload of money, then, hey, I'm available. I'll do commercials for you. I'll be a spokesperson for Skechers. Who is it, Howie Long? Who does the commercials?
I think Tony Romo and Howie Long do Skechers.
Yeah, so
NBA players.
I don't think those guys are doing that for free. Do you, Solana?
Norman Powell wears Skechers?
Norman Powell sponsored by Skechers. I think Joel Embiid is
During
a Skechers
games?
athlete as well. Yeah, they wear Skechers. They wear the
Do they have
Skechers basketball line.
shoelaces? They have shoelaces on the
Oh,
back?
yeah, that's why Joel Embiid keeps getting hurt.
Why am I betting Norman Powell overs? Why am I betting Powell overs? He's wearing Skechers.
Hey, you know who's in the shoe business now in a big way is New Balance.
Yeah, Kawhi.
They've got Kawhi Leonard, and that's one of the biggest names in NBA basketball right now. So
Cooper Flag also. That was a big get for
yeah,
them.
Cooper Flag.
Coach, since we're talking about uniforms and apparel, Pat Riley joked at his statue unveiling that James Worthy was the only one who truly honored him, correctly wearing a suit and tie to the ceremony. And then it sparked discussions because Riley said it multiple times. He wishes NBA coaches would go back to wearing a suit and tie. You used to wear a suit and tie, and you, along with the rest of the NBA coaches and college coaches, got lazy, and you guys all went to ownerships. Doc Rivers had a really interesting take on it yesterday because Coach Bose asked about it, and he said he would only enforce it if the NBA was going to do that. They should only enforce it during the playoffs to truly demonstrate the gravitas of NBA playoff games. I wonder, if you were still on the sidelines or when you were on the sidelines a year ago, if you had given it any thought going back to suit and tie.
Okay, I want to go back to Pat Riley because his dad, if you heard his explanation, his dad told him, like, hey, how you dress, how you look has an impact as to how you're viewed. And when I've spoken to the corporate world, I've said how you look impacts how you feel, and how you feel impacts how you perform. And I did a speaking engagement in Dallas, Texas, and the vice president, who's kind of a disheveled guy, never wore a jacket and tie, he went up to his room, showered, shaved, groomed his hair, and put on a suit and tie. And when he came down for lunch, they said to him, "What the heck got into you?" And he said, "Coachella's right. I've been sending the wrong message." So I think if you're going to do it, I think it needs to be clear. The reason we're doing this is we want to present a very professional coach, a very professional view of who runs these teams, whether it's the NBA or college. Now, for me, I love the comfort of like what I'm wearing now, a pullover, a relaxed attire, because I felt like, the suit was a little bit too dramatic. But if they made a rule about it, I'd be all for it. Right? We need to send a message to people. This is a professional organization.
What kind of message are we sending on this show as you look at what we're all wearing? What kind of message?
I know Coach loves my shirt.
What kind of message are we sending?
That this is a comedy show. I mean, we try to make people laugh. This is if they looked at your attire.
You see my shirt, Coach, that says compete.
My
what does it say?
It says compete.
Yeah, but you can't read it because when I'm looking at it, it shows up backwards.
It's backwards the way he's wearing it. It looks backwards to me as well.
You got to run it.
Did you get that at Goodwill? That's my sponsorship deal, by the way. Goodwill. I know you're trying to get Skechers. I'm Goodwill. I've got Goodwill working. Hey, so Coach, Pat Riley does get honored with this statue in front of Crypto.com Arena. Was the Showtime Lakers era? I was thinking of this as I was watching him. Is that one of your favorite eras of basketball? Showtime Lakers?
Yeah. First of all, one of the things about Pat Riley and the Showtime Lakers is they were world champions. They played the best basketball. Magic at the point, Worthy filling the lane. You got McAdoo jacking up jump shots, Kareem inside with the sky hook. You got Michael Cooper and Byron Scott playing great defense, and you got guys like Mitch Kupchak coming in off the bench, and who was the other guy? He ended up coaching a little bit too, the guy with the glasses.
Kurt Rambis?
Kurt Rambis, yeah. You have guys like that. I mean, that was a heck of a squad. And then at the other end of the spectrum, you've got the Celtics with Bird, Parrish, McHale, the kind of the what do they call the blue collar workers and Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge and that crew, they were great. Rick Carlisle back in the day. So, you had a tremendous rivalry. They both played at the highest level of basketball. I think, in my opinion, if either of those squads were playing in this era, they'd win it every year.
Really?
They're better than the best teams. Now, I love OKC. I think Denver, Jokic is the greatest and everything, but I could see the Celtics or the Lakers dominating during that time.
Is this your least favorite era of basketball? And I'm talking the style of play.
No, I don't like all the dribbling. What's taking over basketball is analytics. Okay, we got to shoot a lot of threes because that's threes are more than twos. Yeah, but I want to see good basketball, and good basketball is about good teamwork. Now, eventually, you got to have a guy who can deliver. Crowder, you were saying that. What about the Heat needing a guy in the first hour? Needing somebody that Bam is not the guy that you just throw the ball to and say, get us a bucket.
I need me an ISO man. I see ISO with Dwayne Wade. I saw ISO with LeBron. Like, just give me the ball. I'm going to go get you two. That's what I love in basketball.
Okay, so I love that too, but I don't love it for 48 minutes. Unless it's Bucelis, who you can just give the ball to, and he can get you 30. He can get you 32. He can get you 32 because he's so good at just going one-on-one and dominating, and help his team get 99 points and lose by 30.
Yeah, do you feel good if you're Matas Buzelis, you score 32 points, but your team lost by 40 points, and you only put up 99 points as a team?
No, I'm embarrassed. It's about winning.
Yeah, but those are gaudy stats, man. There's something about having a 32 burger.
No, that's good for my agent. My agent can negotiate me an extension in my contract. But as far as a player, if you don't plan on playing the game to win, if you're just looking for your stats, that's not a good teammate. You do not want to play with guys like that. You got to play with guys who just want to win and will work their tail off to win the game.
And, Coach, it was something that we talked about with the Pat Riley thing. We're like, you just brought it up, like Pat Riley, but you bring up Magic and Kareem and McAdoo and all the names you mentioned, and then you bring up the Celtics. Now you're bringing up Larry Bird and Parrish and those guys. Like the coaching, and not to diminish what y'all do, but when you look at great coaches, they're always attached to great players. Like, could Pat have run that offense with somebody else? If Magic wasn't there, that damn offense wasn't working.
Is that a question?
But it's like the guy's great, but every time he's great, he has Hall of Fame players with him. And so almost the evaluation of coaches, and then when you look at them, without Bill Belichick, without Tom Brady, he doesn't have 6 championships because he had Tom Brady. Like that, the difference between the coaches and the players, and great coaches always have those players behind them. And that's the funny thing when you talk about Hall of Fame coaches.
Yeah, if you're in the Hall of Fame as a coach, you had Hall of Fame players. You had great players. Nobody wins without great players. I don't care if it's football, basketball, baseball, or hockey. You've got to have the talent. Now, that doesn't mean there aren't coaches out there that have equal the talent and still don't win at the highest level. You know, Coach K is the winningest coach in college basketball history. You think he had a few good players?
Couple, 1 or 2.
You know, Pat Riley, he had great players with the Lakers, but he also had great players with the Knicks, the great players with the Heat, and he brought the best out of them because he was a great leader. I mean, coaches basically have to be leaders, and a leader is someone who has to create a vision. This is my message to you. This is how I see us becoming champions. And if you follow my lead and you make my vision a reality, then we have a chance. A chance doesn't mean it's automatic. We have a chance to win it all. And he did that with the Lakers. He came close with the Knicks, and he did it again with the Heat. That's a Hall of Fame coach. Because there are some guys, I'm not saying they wouldn't have won games, but these guys are sensational leaders, if you ask me. And the players are sensational too. Bird, Parrish, and McHale are all in the Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. They're all in the Hall of Fame because they won. There's a lot of guys who, are great players and not in the Hall of Fame because their teams just didn't win enough.
Larinaga will be with us the entire hour. We're going to talk some hoops. Let's do headlines, though, real quick with Solana, brought to you by Durrell Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Durrell Kia or DurrellKia.com.
Speaking of great players, this has been going viral over the past couple of hours. Stan Van Gundy, who coached the 2006 NBA title Miami Heat team, but was replaced by Pat Riley, but he spent time with Dwayne Wade. He said he was on, I believe, one of the FanDuel TV shows, and he was asked, about coaching Dwayne Wade. He said, quote, "I'll take Dwayne Wade at the end of the game over anyone who's ever played." And that's he included MJ, he included Kobe in that discussion, but he says, end of the game on the line, I want the ball in Dwayne Wade's hand.
I wouldn't take anyone over MJ. I don't care how good he is, but go ahead, Coach. What do you think there?
Yeah, I think MJ proved himself because how do you say I got to choose between MJ or Dwayne Wade? Come on, it's heads or tails. It's on the same coin. They're both phenomenal finishers. They can close in any situation because they have all the skills and they have the mental ability to just believe they're going to lead their team to success. And whether it's a three-pointer, a free throw, a turnaround jump shot, or even a defensive stop, those guys just know how to win the game. Are there a lot of guys like them in the game today, in this generation? Guys who've come along in, let's say, the last 5 years? I don't know. Is SGA that kind of guy? because he's moving closer in that direction
Draw
after
foul.
what he did in the playoffs last year. Is Buzelis in that category?
Of course. Buzelis is not in that category.
Of course.
Gonna ask him, not Buzelis or Michael Jordan with the game on the line, Hoch.
Yeah, you want to talk about heads or tails?
Isn't it like the clutch gene or whatever that is, the end of the game clutch
Some
gene?
guys are killers, and MJ and Kobe, and I do put Dwayne Wade in that category. It's just, and again, they've got the skills to back it up, because I believe Tyler Hero would want the ball every single possession. If you're down 8, 1, or 15, Tyler Hero would love to have the ball in his hands for the basket every single possession. So he's got that build. He just doesn't have the skill set those other guys do.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. The clutch is that clutch gene? Because a lot of you bring it up. There's a clutch stat. Is a clutch gene mean something, Coach?
Yeah, of course. There are guys that go to the foul line in a clutch situation, and I'll use True Washington as the example. He made 3 free throws in a row. He got fouled, down 2 at NC State, and it's not easy to make 3 in a row, even if you're a very good free throw shooter, because there's a moment in between. You make the first. Now there's a moment before they give you the ball. What goes through your mind? The guys who worry, who are thinking to themselves, oh, man, I better not miss. Those are the guys that miss because they're putting that thought in their head. The guys, and in True Washington's case, you give me the ball back. Let's get this. We're going to win this game. I'm going to bury the next one. Give me it again. I'm going to bury the third. You have situations like that. The young man from Virginia that we fouled at the end of the game, Chance Mallory, he's only a freshman, but he's a winner. You can tell. He went right to the foul line and made 3 free throws and led his team to victory. But Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, Larry Bird, I mean, all these great NBA players throughout their career was asked to make a game-winning shot over and over and over again, because so many college and pro basketball games come down to the last possession. We're going to see it. That's what makes March Madness so much fun. You have 3 weeks of game-winning shots.
All right, what I really wanted to get to was Isaiah Wong or Shane Larkin, Coach, and you have to pick one. No straddling of the fence here, okay? Game on the line.
They both have made game-winning shots, and you guys can choose either guy, because to me...
Who was the little guy that I loved?
Shane Larkin.
No, the real short guy.
Angel Rodriguez? No.
Not Angel. There was one other.
Chris Likes.
Chris Likes. Chris Likes. That was my guy. That was my guy.
Are you taller than him? How tall are you?
I am 5'7" on a good day.
Yeah, that's Chris Likes' size. You would have looked eye to eye with him.
Yeah, that's why I rooted for that guy.
He loved
I
Chris Likes.
loved him, man. I wanted to do an NIL deal with him, man. All right, what else do you have in the headline, Solana?
The Heat did lose to the Bucks last night. Kevin Porter Jr. cooked them. They'll play the Sixers tomorrow on the road in Philadelphia. Congrats to the Canes men's basketball team. They did beat FSU 83-73. Los Madalines are playing right now spring training action. They're losing to the Stros 4-1 in the top of the 8th inning. And Inter Miami will play a friendly tomorrow in Puerto Rico. It was a game that was postponed a few weeks ago. Part of their preseason exhibition matches. They're playing Ecuadorian club Independiente del Valle. That'll be in Bayamón, Puerto Rico.
Who is this again? Inter Miami?
Inter Miami.
So Inter Miami started the regular season, and now they're going to go back and play an exhibition game?
Play an exhibition
before
match.
the second game of the regular season.
Before they play Orlando
this
City
soccer,
on
man,
Sunday.
it is so hard to concentrate on how they operate.
Well,
it is...
Messi wasn't going to play in the exhibition match, and they felt it would be right by those in Puerto Rico who paid money to watch
I
Messi
get it.
to postpone the match. They'll play it. I'm sure Messi will play 20, 30 minutes.
Right.
It'll be, very friendly,
It's a friendly,
I imagine.
yeah.
And it won't count for anything other than just exhibition.
All right.
All right, guys. Your weather in South Florida right now, it is partly cloudy. tonight the lows are going to drop down into the low 50s, but it's in the 70s right now.
All right, Coach L is going to stick with us for the next hour, and we'll have plenty more to talk about with him. Championship Meet Energy is nonstop at Gulfstream Park with live racing every Thursday through Sunday with featured stakes races on Saturdays. Watch and wager this weekend on the Coolmore Fountain of Youth, a key prep race on the road to the Kentucky Derby. The Fountain of Youth will feature a 14-race card with 9 stakes races this Saturday. Tickets are on sale now. Saturday is also the next taste at the track, Bourbon and Barbecue. Secure your tickets for an unlimited tasting experience that's all about crafted bourbon cocktails and traditional barbecue bites. Enjoy a unique experience while you watch and wager on the Fountain of Youth. Cirque du Soleil, Lucia, is currently playing at Gulfstream Park right now, runs through April 25th. You can get your tickets online. Corgi races, and I know Crowder loves a dog race. Corgi races are coming to Gulfstream Park. Mark your calendar for Saturday, March 14th for the inaugural Coastal Corgi Classic. This family-friendly event will showcase registered corgis competing in a series of short-controlled sprint races. Tickets to the 75th running of the Curlin Florida Derby are on sale. They are moving fast. Secure your spot today for South Florida's biggest race day of the year, Saturday, March 28th. Get your tickets now. Get all the info, get your tickets, make reservations, see the daily race entries as well. You could do it all at GulfstreamPark.com.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I've wondered what planet Solana is from lately, and I'm finding out it's definitely not Earth.
Coach Larinaga is still with us on this Wednesday. So I had mentioned you did the bowling tournament for the Sports Hall of Fame and Museum last night, Coach, and the Canes watch party. Nice job by the Canes beating FSU. So you were telling us this morning, a nice lady came up to you, asked you a question, right?
Yeah.
She listens to you on the show, and she asked you a question. What did she ask you?
She asked me what my favorite movie of all time was. And I answered by saying, well, I have favorite movies from every decade.
And so give us some of your favorite movies from each decade.
Okay, so before you guys were even born, I had a favorite movie in the 60s. Are any of you guys born in the 60s?
November of 69. I got in by 2 months.
Hey, okay, so have you ever heard of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid?
So that was one of my dad's favorite movies of all time. I've never seen it.
You've never seen it?
I've never seen it.
So it's Butch Cassidy is Paul Newman. The Sundance Kid is Robert Redford. And it came out when I was in college. And I went the first night it came out. I went the second night and the third night. I enjoyed it so much. I went back, and I had no money. I think I snuck in a couple of times. But don't tell anybody. I probably owe him $1.25 or something. Okay, in the 70s, my favorite movie. And
can I guess?
Yeah,
Rocky.
No, but that would have been. I didn't think of Rocky, but it's The Godfather.
Oh, that's right, The Godfather. Yeah. You're not a Star Wars guy, right?
No, okay. I saw Star Wars, and I took my son Jay to see every Star Wars when he was growing up, and I loved it, but it didn't make my list.
Godfather is your favorite movie of the 70s.
Yeah.
Anybody object to that?
The problem is that it's not the best movie in the series.
On it, Solana, because you were born in 91.
Godfather 94 actually. Coach L, Godfather 2 was better than Godfather 1. So how could The Godfather be your favorite movie if Godfather 2 released in the same decade was better than the first Godfather?
You know, I look at it as that's the same movie. It's categorized as 1 and 2. It really should just be The Godfather.
That's
because
fair.
It's the same characters, the same actors, the same killing. You know, it just The Godfather 1 and 2 just means there was a commercial break after the first one. Like, you know, the first segment from 3 to 3:30, and now we're in the second segment.
That's fair.
It's the same characters. Still got Hochman and Crowder and Solana and Jimmy. And you got a visitor for an hour.
Ours, unfortunately, is the same crappy movie that you saw the first time. Godfather is actually 2 good movies. All right, what about can I guess the 80s?
Yeah.
Think about this. Your favorite movie in the 80s? I'm going to do Hoosiers.
Oh, I don't know when Hoosiers was made, but
I don't either. That may have been the 90s, to be quite honest.
But my favorite for a very specific reason was Top Gun.
Oh, what a great movie.
Okay, so now here's the reason. I had an assistant coach on my staff named Jamie Angeli, who was very creative with video. And he put together a highlight tape of my teams in the late 80s. And he used Top Gun, the theme song, and some of the clips. Oh, it was totally illegal. He should have been arrested and gone to jail. He stole everything from Top Gun. But we had a player by the name of Joe Moore, who was the fastest, highest jumping, dunkingest machine. He was only 6'3", only weighed about 180 or 185 pounds, but he could fly. And he wore uniform 24, and Jamie Angeli took everything from Top Gun, the music, the jets taking off from the battleships and stuff, the aircraft carriers, and called it Flight 24 Ready for Takeoff. It's the best highlight tape ever done on VHS tapes. He had to go to West Hall on the Bowling Green campus, School of Communications, to get highlights and to put it together with the movie. It was sensational.
How about Top Gun coming out in the 80s and then the sequel coming out in the 2020s, right? Because it was after COVID and being just as good.
Yeah.
Right? That's like the rarest of the rare. You didn't think the sequel is as
the sequel was awesome.
It was awesome.
I had to have a little variety. So we go into the 90s.
Oh, my favorite.
What?
I want to guess.
What? Okay, I give you 3 guesses.
All right. A Bronx Tale.
No. You know I didn't like that movie that much. You just have a good memory from our discussion about 2 or 3 years ago where you brought up the Bronx Tale, and I said that's not in my top 100.
But that's crazy because you grew up in the Bronx.
That's why it's not one of my favorites, because
it's an exact duplication of growing up in the Bronx.
Yeah, well, I grew up in the Bronx, and if you think that's an exact duplication of my childhood and my adolescence, my teenage years, no.
I'm pretty certain it was.
It was okay.
Now
I'll have to tell my wife. She grew up in the Bronx with me.
How about the 90s? I'm going to go Goodfellas.
Oh, that would have been up there, but it's not, because this one.
Redemption.
Oh, good guess.
What?
Shawshank.
Oh, goodness. Okay, I have to include that. That is one of my favorite all time.
Let me just make sure that these were all. Yeah, Goodfellas was 1990 and Shawshank 94. And let me just check Bronx Tale just for edification. 93.
Coach, I'm Hawks Morgan Freeman. In life.
Morgan Freeman
gets anything I need. So what's your favorite movie from the 90s?
Braveheart.
I don't think I ever saw Braveheart.
You've never seen
what?
I haven't either.
Mel Gibson. You haven't seen Braveheart?
No.
Nah.
Oh,
because I saw what was it? Lethal Weapon. I got the idea.
No. Braveheart. Here's the thing. Did you guys know that Braveheart is a true story?
I did, Coach, because I've seen it and looked into it. These guys, they don't like it.
That's where he's like a warrior or something, right?
Yeah. William Wallace.
He has his face painted.
Oh, William Wallace, right?
He has his face painted on one side.
Yes.
Yeah. If you haven't watched that, and if you do that now, take my recommendation. Tonight you go home and you somehow figure out a way to watch Braveheart. And then you guys text me like you do every once in a while, telling me how great your Wordle score is.
Yeah, and Modest Buzelis.
You will tell me that is one of the great movies of all time.
Does Mel Gibson? I'm looking at the plot and stuff. Won the Oscar for Best Picture and Best Director.
That's a good movie.
No, it's a great story.
Does he have a Scottish accent in the movie?
What?
Does he have a Scottish accent in the movie?
Yeah, because he isn't. Where is he from? Like Australia or something?
I don't know. Oh yeah, I think he is Australian.
Yeah, he does have an accent.
Yeah, so he sounds like British.
So how do you play in the Patriot?
He's an actor. Solana.
All right. So now, what was your favorite movie in the 2000s? Can I guess?
None of you guys have ever seen this movie or think it's any good, but I used it to teach my players how to visualize.
I want to guess.
What?
I want to guess your favorite movie in the 2000s.
Go ahead.
Superbad.
I never saw it.
You never saw Superbad?
Coach.
No.
Coach.
Wait a minute. Did you say Superbad or Superman?
No, Superbad. You know I like the new Superman, though.
Yeah. That's why you and I have a kind of a difference of opinion when it comes to movies.
You've never seen Superbad? How's that possible?
Who's in that?
Jonah Hill.
Seth Rogen. McLovin.
It's like a goofy coming-of-age movie.
It's not a goofy coming-of-age movie.
It's a funny movie.
It's a master class of comedy.
It's a great movie.
It is a comedy master class.
Great movie.
Yeah.
I'll never watch it.
Oh, you should watch it.
Superbad sound. Hey, you know what Superbad sounds like? A
What?
very super bad movie.
Let me make sure that was from the 90s. From the 2000s.
Super
right?
bad for sure. 08 or 04 or something like that.
Hey, I have to
2007,
bring up mine because we went back to the 90s. But, Coach, Pulp Fiction,
Oh, that's Crowder's
one of
favorite movie
that's
of all
my
time.
favorite movie of all time.
It's one of the saddest movies ever because I was in New York City. We were playing St. John's, and we got beat bad. And I sent the players just back to the hotel. I went into the city because we weren't staying in the city. I went into the city on my own and said, I'm going to go see this crazy movie called Pulp Fiction. And I went in there, and it depressed me even more.
That's crazy. So coming off a
John
terrible
Travolta, I was like, oh, my goodness, what a character.
coming off a terrible loss, you just walked into the city and said, I got to go see a movie. I can't think about this game.
Yeah, because you don't want to think about the game. So I wanted an upbeat movie, put me in a better mood, make it a little bit inspirational. And here he is, John Travolta dancing with Uma Thurman. I was like, oh my God.
What does Marcellus Wallace look like?
Yeah. That's it. Exactly.
Okay, what was your favorite movie in the 2000 to 2010?
You guys probably never heard of it. It's called The Last Samurai.
Yeah, of course I've seen that.
That's a good movie.
That's with
too.
That's Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
You not seen it?
It's
No.
long.
Okay, so I used it as a teaching tool to my players because when Tom Cruise, who's an American Civil War Indian fighter in America, takes a job in Japan and has to fight against the samurai, and he gets captured, and he ends up living with the samurai and learning from them. And basically what they tell him is you need to visualize. You need to start seeing it and planning your moves and how to do it. It's fantastic. And so I would show it to my players in bits and pieces at the same team meeting. I'd show them the first part where he's getting his butt kicked by a samurai, and then the second one where he's battling pretty even with the samurai. And then when his life is threatened by, I'll say, the police, and he has to defeat like 4 or 5 guys, and he does it by visualizing how he's going to take down each guy before it ever happens. And it's fantastic. And I'd show it to my players. And some of them, and one guy in particular, Cam McGusty, said it completely changed his game preparation.
Huh.
He
I've
said,
seen the prequel, First Samurai.
And all the samurais in between, huh?
That was very Donna Summer with Donna Winter.
It was really for you.
Yeah.
It was really
I enjoyed
yeah,
it.
No, I appreciate it.
I gotta ask you, Coach. Like, I can't see because one of your players that's my favorite, and we were at a game and we went to that, like Norchad O'Meara.
Yeah.
Oh, he just went to the Clippers, and they just signed him.
Yeah, my son. Hey, I got to give my son a pat on the back for helping Norchad get to the Clippers.
So Norchad, or I was around Lonnie Walker in high school when he was with Lil Vernon Carey Jr. And I was just around him watching him. Like, you're showing Norchad The Last Samurai. He just wants to go out and beat the hell out of somebody. I don't know why I'm watching this movie. Like, do you know what players are really reacting to these movie inspirations?
Well, again, my teaching method was often about preparation. Don't you think preparation is important?
Yes, sir.
All right. The expression that everybody knows, it's not the will to win, it's the will to prepare to win. It's about your preparation that separates you. You know the book by Bill Walsh, the score takes care of itself.
Yeah, I don't read very often, Coach.
I don't know many books.
Okay, you can listen to it.
Yeah, I've read it. I've read it, Coach.
It's a great book because it basically talks all about preparation and planning, and that was my messages. Even to a player like Norchad O'Meara, I asked him, and I did it first in conversation. I'd say to him, "Listen, I want you to visualize yourself in a track meet, and that you have to outrun the guy that you're competing with. Let's say you're playing the 5. He hated that. You're matched up with a guy who's 6'10", and you have to outrun him like it's a track meet. And it occurs for 40 minutes. It's not you have to beat him one time down the floor. You got to consistently outrun him. And Norshad's response would be, oh, yeah, I can do that. And then I'd show him clips of highlights of the game or lowlights for some of his not sprinting back. And and I'd say to him, look, you're guarding a guy that's fast. My question to you, is he faster than you? And his answer would be what?
No.
Nope.
No way. He's not fast. Well, how come he just outran you and dunked the ball on us?
Mm.
And he'd be like, oh. And then I'd show him clips, maybe in the same game, of him just sprinting like he's Usain Bolt, shot out of a cannon, going down the floor and catching a lob and dunking it. I said, look, it's not how fast you are. It's how fast you run. Meaning that if you jog down the floor, even though you have all this great speed, you're not using it. And if you use your great speed, you're going to outrun everybody you play against. And when my son called me and asked me, should the Clippers pick up Norshad, I said to him, there's certain things about Norshad, I don't care what level and who he's playing against, that he's going to be able to do. And you've got to remind him of this. Number one, he can rebound. He's going after every ball, offensive rebound, defensive rebound. He is a great and unique rebounder for a kid his size. The second is he can outrun almost any big guy. He is fast and athletic and strong. And from a defensive standpoint, in a physical contest, he's great. Even guys who are bigger, like if he had to go against Bam, he's strong enough to compete. The question is, at the offensive end, what are you going to ask him to do? And my son asked me, like, what are his real strengths offensively? I said, just put him in a ball screen. Because the guard who's using the ball screen, he'll probably get a switch, and you'll have Norshad rolling to the goal and have a mismatch. You can either lob it to him or post him up, and he's unstoppable down there. So the Clippers picked him up. He's going to be in the G League. He's on a two-way, and hopefully make it to the big league.
Super cool. We have to take a break. We're late. You want to stick with us for one more segment, or you have something to do at 4:00?
No, I'm good. If you want me to hang,
if
you want to get rid of me, I'll leave. But
no,
if you
I want to get the answer for the 2010 to 2000.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about those. Yeah,
that's what we call a radio tease, Coach. A radio tease to the listener. So let's take a break. We'll come back. Coach L will stick with us. 4:00 hours next on Hochman, Crowder, and Solana.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana show.
Who are you comparing Kobe to?
Josh Giddey.
Got you.
PM and we back on the clock, so don't get cutesy. Dow lead the station unlocked. We got the sports talk and the drama to make sure the T clock. WQAM is the Avengers with no weak spot. For Joe Rose, Woody Bo, Omar and Moore, Tobin and Leroy giving goosies galore. Yeah, for 2 to 6 is reserved for 3 legends. The captains of America, not no Chris Evans. From Spritz to McRibs and calling out game scores. Hotman, Crowder, Solana, get ready for some more.
Here we go, 4 o'clock hour on Hochman, Crowder, and Solana. Coach Jim Larinaga is sticking with us here for a segment so that we can get the remainder of his list. I will start, though, the 4 o'clock hour with the stock market report, which is sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Good day on Wall Street. Dow Jones up over 0.5%, 307 points. S&P 500 up almost 1%, 56 points, and the NASDAQ up over 1%, up 288 points.
Woo, I'm looking at my Morgan Stanley app.
Needed a little bit of green in the stock market, and we got it today, which is nice. Make up for a poor Monday. Started to claw it back yesterday, get a little bit more today. Coach Jim Larinaga is with us during the 3 o'clock hour, and we had to extend him because we were having a fun conversation about his favorite movies from each decade. And we left off from 2010 to 2020. I will tell you, Coach, someone texted in, hot take, I love Coach Larinaga, but Last Samurai is a poor man's version of Dances with Wolves.
I don't see that.
Now,
Dances with Wolves and Kevin Costner, that's a great flick.
Great
I mean,
movie.
that is a great movie, but
Avatar is a poor man's Dances with Wolves,
you
right?
better not badmouth Avatar.
Avatar is a poor man's.
You're gonna
And
badmouth
Avatar is a great
Avatar.
movie, but it's a remake of.
I haven't seen Avatar.
What?
Any of them?
No, never saw Avatar.
Wow.
Jake Sully, coach?
Jake Sully, that's right. That's crazy. All right, so what is your favorite movie from 2010 to 2020? Can we guess?
Okay, so when I was putting my favorites together.
Wait a second. We have to guess.
Celtics pride.
I don't think that was 2010 to. Well, I don't know many movies.
I think I know what he's going to say for the 2010s.
What's that?
Interstellar.
Oh, interesting.
That's a terrible movie.
I didn't see Interstellar.
You didn't see Interstellar.
Coach, don't waste your
Yeah,
time.
don't waste
Coach, you
your
have a
time.
lot more
Coach,
better things to do.
how are you-
Okay, I'll give you guys a hint, and then you can guess.
All right.
The reason this has to be is because this guy who stars in this movie is one of the great actors of all time.
Great actors of all time.
He's a man of color, and I just love every movie that I've ever seen him in.
So speaking of Kevin Hart.
No, it's got to be Denzel.
I was thinking Denzel, too.
But his best movie is Shawshank, isn't it?
Denzel?
No, you're thinking of Morgan Freeman, aren't you?
Do you know black people?
Which one's Denzel? Oh, Denzel is Training Day, but that's not 2000. That's not 2010, is it?
That would be 90s. Training Day is 90s, right?
Denzel 2000.
Okay, you're on the right track. It's Denzel, but you gotta find, and it became a series.
Oh, it's the one where he like beats up
everybody.
Equalizer.
The Equalizer.
I've never seen that.
The Equalizer.
I've never seen that.
Man.
Okay, so the reason
brushed it off like it was nothing. Nothing.
Mean, like they're
dime a dozen
the
movie.
first one's entertaining, but yeah,
there's more than one.
There's 3 of them.
Oh,
yeah, but the reason I like it so much is that here's a guy who, first of all, is a great actor. They give him the role of being. He's now employed at a Kmart or
It's like a Home Depot,
Costco
like
or
Home
Depot or something. And two of the other employees come up to him and say, what did you do before you did this job? And he says, I was a pip. And the kid said, you were a pimp? He said, no, I wasn't a pimp. I was a pimp. Gladys Knight and the Pit.
Yes, that was one.
And so they pull out a video from their phone of Gladys Knight and the Pips. And they said, well, which one are you? And he said, I'm on the left. I'm the one on the left. He has no idea what they're looking at. And then he does a dance move that's hysterical. And I'm laughing. And then a moment later, he's called into action. And he is a bad dude.
Yeah.
Is it like a Liam Neeson movie? Sounds like.
Vigilante.
He's a vigilante.
Yeah.
He
'Cause
takes out a whole army by himself.
I'm looking for a new series like that because I love the Taken movies from Liam Neeson.
Yeah, it's just like Taken.
Oh, Denzel beat the hell out of Liam Neeson.
No, Liam Neeson would not lose to Denzel. No.
Who?
No.
Denzel would whoop Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson has a particular set of skills.
Nah, Liam Neeson got on that boat scared.
What's your favorite, most recent movie that you've seen?
Okay, again, you see the consistency in my choices. They're somewhat action movies. I don't know what you call The Godfather, but there's an element of violence and action and people defending themselves and what have you.
Bronx Tale.
Yeah, and this one is just like The Equalizer, and it's called Nobody.
I never even heard of that.
Oh, you haven't seen Nobody?
No.
Coach, the first one was okay.
There's a first.
Oh yeah, I didn't say Nobody too.
Oh, okay.
But Bob Odenkirk doesn't look like he doesn't look like the part. And he again, it's a guy who runs like a factory.
Yeah.
And he's on a bus, and these I don't know, tough guys, bikers or whatever they are, they're threatening the people on the bus, and he basically tells people to get off, and then he closes the door and said, "I'm gonna mess you up."
He's still living.
Yeah, you do have a style that like, because even the writer of Nobody I'm seeing was the writer of John Wick. And
yeah, those.
Yeah.
The only reason John Wick is not listed in there is because there's other movies during when that came out.
I've never seen
John Wick 1 was terrific, but then I didn't like 2, 3, 4, 5, or how many they have.
You ever see this Jack Reacher?
I love Reacher.
Oh, well, I wanted to walk out of that movie. I thought it was so bad.
Okay, so do you have Prime at home?
Yes.
All right, watch the TV series Reacher on Prime. It's not Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
it's this. I don't know the actor's name. He's sensational.
I'm gonna watch the Equalizer series because I like the Liam Neeson movies. Although there's 2 Liam Neesons that I've got in the queue that I want to watch. Like,
what ones?
I don't know, like Ice Road Trucker or something.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Tough watch.
No, those are the first one is okay, but the second one, like Ice Road Vengeance, is awful. Just awful.
But all his movies are awful, which is what I love about them.
I told you need to watch, if you really want to watch a great Liam Neeson movie, you got to watch Rob Roy.
But I don't think that's the kind of Liam Neeson movie I like, though. Like, I want him where he's killing bad guys.
Yeah, well, he only has to kill one in this movie.
Yeah, I like the Taken style.
Yeah, Taken.
None of them were good after the first one, but I like the
love,
Taken style.
If you like Taken, you'll love The Equalizer.
Yeah, watch that.
Yeah.
Hey, Crowder, have you ever watched the TV series with Queen Latifah?
No, I can't watch too much TV. I need a 2 or 3 hour span, Coach, beginning to end. I can't do the binge watch.
No, you just watch one episode of The Equalizer with Queen Latifah. Every episode has a beginning and an end. It's you don't have to watch the next one and the next one.
That's what I need. I need help. Y'all badmouth everything.
Not for me. Let's do 15 minutes of heat. That's brought to you by Durrell Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. Here is an email regarding last night's Heat game that Ira Winderman got in the Sun Sentinel. Ira, you said we would learn about the Heat when everyone is healthy. I learned against the Bucks that you can't have Tyler Hero and Norman Powell on the court together at the end. What was that? And here's what Ira Winderman writes. What it was not good. Leaving the Bucks with way too many points of attack in a game, it became clear they were going to attack mismatches. Look, Tyler Hero closed a -20 in the loss, so not a good night for him, even beyond his shooting, and Norman finished -8. I think what we're learning is what we already knew, that Tyler and Norman are more likely to be either or rather than side by side, as has been mostly Eric Spoelstra's rotation since Tyler returned. So that ultimately could turn it into a front office decision about money best spent. Because if the Bucks could do this against Hero and Powell, imagine what the Cavaliers or an elite playoff team could do in moments of truth. In that regard, this was eye-opening. As Bucks coach Doc Rivers said, we liked matchups. We went matchup hunting a lot tonight, at least down the stretch.
Yep.
Did you watch the Heat game last night, Coach?
I was hosting the bowling
that's
tournament
right.
and watching our Miami Hurricanes. But I will say this, Tyler Hero, how many games back is he?
3 since the break.
3,
Yeah.
exactly 3 after only playing 11 of the first 15.
I look at it in the email and the comments. They might be true because during the course of my career, all I searched for and created was matchup problems for the opponent. And if Tyler Hero and Norman Powell create defensive liabilities because neither one of them is good enough if they have to defend against a great scorer. But I will say this, I think it's very early. It's too soon to make that ultimate decision. I think Spo's got to take a look because Norman Powell did score 26 points and Tyler Hero had 14 coming in off the bench. So not a bad offense, just got to get better defensively.
Yeah, I think the big question mark about these two was, what are you going to do defensively when teams want to go at both of them? Neither of them are great defenders from the point of attack. The question, though, Coach, is, and look, it was one game in the clutch, and it wasn't good. The Heat didn't score a bucket the final 6 minutes. No field goals the final 6 minutes of the game. That's not going to happen in games where Tyler and Norm are on the floor together, especially as they grow with one another with more playing time. The question is, can they maximize offense to almost mitigate the issues defensively? And if they can't over a larger sample size, then it will become an either or on the floor in clutch situations, which is not ideal.
No, I never like to have to take one of my best offensive players out because he didn't defend. But I do think it's way too early to draw a conclusion in one game. And the fact of the matter is those two guys are hard to guard. You know, Tyler Hero, he's just working himself back in game shape. And, you remember back in October, we were talking about the Heat style and the new Spo trying to go really fast and play up tempo and all that. You know, they're back in the same position they've been in recent years for the playoff run. But let's see, what happens moving forward right now when they are healthy. Because Tyler Hero, how many games did he miss? 40, 50?
He only played 11 up until these last 3. Yeah.
So we're talking about a guy who's missed November, December, January, and now at the end of February he's just coming back. Let's give him a couple of weeks. But right now it's not about the regular season. It's about position yourself so that you're playing your best basketball in the playoffs. And that means finding a way if Norman Powell and Tyler Hero can play together. You remember Duncan Robinson, when they played him, they had to switch and go to the 2-3 zone.
Yeah.
Hey, I watched the game last night with the Miami Hurricanes went 2-3 zone. And then a team that I'm so impressed with their man-to-man defense. Florida State played 2-3 zone most of the game. So you have teams that the matchups don't work great. Well, we'll zone and see what kind of offense the opponent's zone offense can provide them.
And Coach, we used to call it the duck, and I've been the duck on teams where Andre Johnson played for Houston, and their whole scheme was to get Andre Johnson one-on-one with the middle linebacker. And I'll tell you, I can't cover Andre Johnson one-on-one. He was amazing. He's a Hall of Famer. LaDainian Tomlinson was in San Diego, and I was the duck in that game because their game plan was to get me one-on-one with LaDainian Tomlinson weak side, knowing I can't cover him. What's your name for the duck when you play? I know you can't call your players a duck, but the guy that you know they're attacking every time they get a chance.
Well, all I know is it's unfortunate for you that you weren't able to play offense and give that show the other team. Look, you must take advantage of me, but I'm gonna score on you just as well, maybe more.
That's a huge difference, right? In basketball and football.
Oh my goodness!
Get exploited, and you can't get it back on the other side.
No, I just cussed out during the offensive possession. Yeah, Coach, I can't cover Andre Johnson. Yeah, I don't know. My mom and dad make me to cover Andre.
The term I would use with my staff, I never used it with the players, is fish. This guy's a fish. He
going to get him.
Reminds me, if we talk about it in the parlance of movies, Rounders, which is one of my favorite movies.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Time. They say if you can't spot the mark at the table, you're the mark. If you can't spot the fish on the court, you're the fish.
It's a terrible feeling to be the fish. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right. Anything else? Did we do headlines? We got to do headlines. Headlines, real quick, brought to you by Durrell Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Durrell Kia or DurrellKia.com.
In the spirit of all the fun we're having, how about another non-sports story? Because the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame announced 17 nominees for their 2026 Hall of Fame class. Coach Elm, interested to see how many of these bands or performers you know. I'll start with the Black Crowes.
Never heard of them.
I like them.
Yeah, Black Crowes, great classic rock band. They do Remedy and Hard to Handle.
I just like the name.
I know, but they're not black.
They're not black?
They are not black.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
All right, what's the next band?
Jeff Buckley.
Never heard of him.
Jeff Buckley's a guitarist. I think he might be blind.
Is he black?
Never heard
He is
of
not,
him.
no.
Mariah Carey.
Oh, I've heard of her and I've seen her. She's nice.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Coach.
Oh, Jeff Buckley passed away in 97.
Ooh.
Is he blind? Why do I think he's blind?
Making people blind.
I may have just made that up out of nowhere. Huh. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have anything about him being. You'd think they'd have that, somewhere in the beginning of the description if he was indeed blind.
See, fine.
Buckley
96.
blind.
He was not blind.
He was not blind. No, yeah, I see that.
Good for him. Phil Collins.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
I love his music.
For the Hurricanes in the air tonight. I mean, come on.
Melissa Etheridge.
She's a terrific artist.
Yeah, I know the name. I can't picture her, though.
To my window, I'll be home soon.
Oh, goodness. I hope she doesn't sound like that.
Coach, I guarantee she don't sound like that.
Lauren Hill.
Oh, I'm thinking of Jeff Healy. The texters are saying Jeff Healy is blind.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Healy Dan, of course. Lauren Hill.
Yeah.
Lauren Hill's good.
Maybe the greatest album of all time. Miseducation of Lauren Hill.
All right.
And she's black.
She is black.
Okay.
Billy Idol.
Oh,
Billy
yeah.
Idol.
Billy Idol.
That little girl?
That's Billie Eilish.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, how could she get in the Hall of Fame already?
INXS.
In excess.
In excess.
In excess.
I figured something along those lines.
Yeah, you'd know a lot of their music.
Iron Maiden.
Oh, Big O loved him.
When they play that hardcore
Yeah.
rock. Yeah.
You don't strike me as a metal fan, Coach L.
No.
Joy Division / New Order.
Yeah.
They're going in together.
Yeah.
New Edition.
New Edition.
Hey,
Mr. Telephone Man.
why y'all look over at me when everybody's black?
A group of black people.
I know. Why you gotta look at me? We all enjoy good music.
Mr. Telephone Man.
There's something wrong with my life.
Oasis.
Man, I never got into them. They just had an amazing reunion tour that sold out like
Really?
massive arenas in England.
There was some
but,
controversy too, right? Because like they don't.
well, the brothers hate each other.
They hated each
They
other.
hate each other.
Yeah.
But I was never an Oasis fan.
That's what happens, man. That's Destiny's Child. Beyonce
Mhm.
goes off. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Too much success.
Pink.
Yeah, never got into
Yeah,
them.
the Kinks.
Very, very popular.
Yeah.
Sade.
I love Sade. Smooth operator.
Yeah. My wife.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sounded good on that one, Coach.
My wife.
you did.
Yeah, I did.
My wife
Sade.
favors Sade, Coach.
What?
My
She
wife
does.
favors Sade.
She does.
They
Yeah.
look similar.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very lucky
really?
man, Coach. Very lucky man,
Smooth
Coach.
Yeah,
operator.
congratulations.
I appreciate you, Coach. 17 years, Coach.
Shakira.
Oh,
Oh,
Shakira. That was
Already? She's going to be in the Hall of Fame? How
That
old
does
is
seem
she?
a little early, doesn't it?
Oh, she's 50 already.
But what? It's not age based. It's got to be like.
She's been making hits since the 90s.
Really?
Hips
Huh.
don't lie.
Yeah, hips don't lie.
Hey.
Neither does that halftime show. It's etched permanently in my brain.
Piquet did lie though, unfortunately. Luther Vandross.
he's-
Late great Luther Vandross.
Wait a minute. What's my favorite Luther Vandross song?
Love song.
It definitely a love song. A love making song.
Ah,
I don't know.
yeah, Coach. I'm starting to see you. You a lover, Coach.
He's smooth.
What's the answer?
I don't know.
One Shining Moment.
Oh, of
Shining
course. How could it
moment.
not be?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And
It's the tournament song.
Yeah.
yes, you could put it on.
And Coach, I believe you'll love this last one. Wu-Tang Clan.
The founder,
From New York. You're from the Bronx, Coach.
the founder of Wu-Tang Clan passed away today.
Really?
Ooh.
Power, right? Power.
Yeah, Oliver Power Grant died at 52 today.
Oh, my goodness. 52.
Founding member of the legendary hip hop group Wu-Tang Clan has died.
I have Method Man's cell phone number.
Do you?
Yeah, because we had him on the pivot.
METHOD, man.
Mm-hmm.
Throw up the woo, Coach. Very similar to the U, but it's for the woo.
I think Coach is
Yeah.
throwing up to you.
All right. Anything else in the sports headlines?
The Miami Heat play the Sixers tomorrow. Kane Hoops did win yesterday. Congrats to them. Congrats to you, Coach L. I'm sure you enjoyed watching it. They beat FSU by 10. They'll play this weekend. And Los Madalines, they did lose to the Stros earlier in spring training.
You watching, Coach?
4-1.
What's going on with Canes baseball?
Oh, yeah. Doing great.
They're
And
9
setting
and 0.
records.
They've scored 144 runs in their 9 games. That's unbelievable.
I can't. What's the catcher's name, Solana?
Oh,
You're
Coach.
asking Solana.
I got you there, huh?
He
All
don't
right,
know
so-
his dad's middle name.
In the first game, in the first inning, the player for Lehigh gets on first and steals second, and the catcher's trying to throw him out. And I looked, and I'm like, "Ooh, that's not a great arm." Then he gets up and hits a home run. I said, "I guess he's in for offense."
Alex Sosa, Coach. Alex Sosa.
He can hit the baseball.
He can bang it. Yeah.
Well, they're in Boca tonight playing FAU. This weekend they play Crowder's Florida Gators. Now this is going to be the first test really for the University of Miami, and I know Friday and Saturday at Mark Light are already sold out.
Yeah.
And I imagine Sunday is not too far behind. So we may have to lean on Coach L to get us tickets for the baseball game this weekend.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, I'm going to warn you, we ain't no Lehigh, Coach. We're in Indiana State. We are Gators.
Yeah. I've heard that before. Hey, just for your information, Crowder, the first time I coached against the Gators, well, I shouldn't say, as the head coach of Miami. At George Mason, we lost in the Final Four. But then I come and Florida has a 32 home game winning streak against non-conference opponents. They won 32 straight. And we went in and Angel Rodriguez buries at 3 for the win. Then they come back and play us the next year in Miami. We beat them, I forget how many. So the Gators, they've beat us recently, but not when we were good.
That's right.
Yeah, no, after Joe Kim Noah and Peeping them boys, the Billy D, what was that, 0608?
Yeah.
That run, then Mike White took over, and we'll hang out, Coach. Y'all might have.
I got to bring this up before I get off the air. I got to bring this up. Did you guys see the award ceremony? Malachi Tony was awarded, but Kirby Smart from Georgia and
how great was that?
Mario Cristobal's comeback. Oh, was that awesome or what?
That was great.
He said, see what Carson Beck does with great coaching.
Crowder texted us. He's like, I don't want this made public, but I think I'm a big old Mario fan.
That was hilarious.
That was hilarious.
All right, we got to wrap it up because Zach Gelb is online. Bring up Gelb's video feed there. Zach Gelb is our next guest. He's in New York. You've already cut into his time, Coach.
Sorry. Hey, Zach, I apologize.
Coach, it's all right. I am friendly with the Fisher family, with Adam Fisher being the coach of my alma mater, Temple, and you've always been kind to me. So if Coach L wants to go for 30 more minutes and I don't have to appear on this show, I'm okay. I'm good.
No, I'm headed up to FAU tomorrow night to watch the Temple Owls go against the FAU Owls.
Oh.
That'll be a bird fight.
How about that? Who? Get it? Yeah, that's an owl joke. Oh, so you're coming up to Boca? I live in Boca, Coach.
You want to go to the game? Meet me there?
Maybe I want to go to the game and meet you there.
All right. Hey, you can text me at 6 o'clock in the morning like you like to do.
All right. Well, I'm supposed to meet my nephew at Patsy's for some pizza tomorrow night. He's going to be in town. Maybe he wants to go to the basketball game. You think he can get me more tickets? Are we
what
on the
mooch? You're
you
such a mooch.
You sitting on the wood?
He wants wood tickets.
Hey, tell me about the pizza place because I'm going to be hungry when I get up there.
So Patsy's has been a legendary spot in Harlem since 1936. This is the first Florida location. This is the first location outside of New York. Patsy's open. I think, Gelb, were you there with me? Did you go with me?
No, we went to Funky Buddha.
Oh, that's right. But you're familiar with Patsy's.
Yeah, we were thinking of going to Patsy's, and then your wife said she was doing something. I can't really afford to spend the money on Gelb at Patsy's, so we'll take you to Funky Buddha.
I can get free dinners at Funky Buddha.
Someone got engaged. They're doing trivia night. Someone got engaged there. Dan Day saw it. It was crazy.
Dan Day's very romantic. Yeah, Patsy's a great spot for some thin New York style pizza, Coach.
It is New York style, though?
It is right from Harlem.
Really?
Yeah.
I text me that address.
I'm going to send you a link. I happen to live in the building that Patsy's is there, and I will come down and buy your dinner. Gelb can fend for himself.
Coach, just sneak over there, Coach. Don't call him. You don't want to deal with this your whole meal.
As little Wayne would say, real G's move in silence like lasagna. And we know Coach L is a real G.
Right.
Hey, guys, I'll let you go.
We'll see you, Coach. We love you.
Good talking.
There you go, Coach Larinaga. Anything else in the headlines, Solana?
Your weather. It's
Zach Gelb is coming up next. Let's go.
Yeah, Gelb. Thanks for a name dropping. The first chance you got there.
It was like a Pell with Mike White. Pell's got Mike White Tourette's.
Your weather, it's 70 degrees tonight. It'll be in the 60s. It's going to be freezing tonight in the 60s. That's your weather.
All right. It's going to be Zach Gelb in the next segment. Low testosterone is a real issue for many men. It can lead to poor sleep and low energy, brain fog. Did you win? You got a little winner on the scratcher there? What'd you win?
20X, $5.
Woo! We got a $100 winner.
Hit him in the head, baby.
Nothing like having a radio partner doing scratch offs all afternoon long. Atlantic Men's Clinic. I've been going there to get a testosterone shot once a week for over a year. I am legit thrilled that I do. I wish I had started sooner, to be honest. So if you're feeling sluggish, you just don't feel like you used to feel, I highly recommend testosterone treatments at Atlantic Men's Clinic. And more than that, Atlantic Men's Clinic can help men lose weight, support metabolism, improve gains in the gym, and more with 4 targeted body composition plans featuring GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more. With the low T treatments combined with the body composition programs, most men notice real improvements. More energy, better focus, improved sleep, stronger workouts, often a renewed sex drive as well. So call Atlantic Men's Clinic. They have 7 locations in South Florida. 877-455-7300, 877-455-7300, or you can visit atlanticmensclinic.com. Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I think we need to implement every day on this show 4 o'clock, clotted butter, and scone.
Got
Zach Gelb is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline, and we appreciate him being understanding as Jim Larinaga ended up staying with us for an hour and 35 minutes today because we were having so much fun. Zach Gelb hosts the Zach Gelb Show on 365 Sports, and he's the studio host for NFL and college basketball on Compass Media Networks. You can follow him on social media at Zach Gelb. Looking for Crowder. He has disappeared from the studio, Gelby, so just waiting for him to return. He seems to have lost track of time. We lost track of time with Coach, but you're with us now. Is it still blizzard-like conditions up in New York?
We got a little bit more snow this morning, but it was only for like 2 or 3 hours, and it didn't really stick. I will give credit that the streets are in solid shape. You guys will probably get a kick out of this. I was walking to the subway the night after the blizzard, and I'm about to get to the subway steps and go down the subway and be okay. And I slipped.
No.
And I went flying in the air. Solana's so happy right now, that little
Like
weasel.
your legs out from under you?
Yes. And I don't know how I did not crack my head open. I must have landed on my big forearm and my back, and I was on the phone with my mom. And I go, oh, truck, right? Like I just said it. And then she goes, what's the matter? What's the matter? I go, Ma, shut up for a second. As I had to collect my thoughts.
That to your mom?
I'm lying on my back. I'm in so much pain. This homeless guy walks up to me and goes, are you all right, brother? That was a bad fall. Can I get $5? Oh, what a disaster. To go back to the apartment, change, and then may have poured myself a drink and then walked back to the subway very carefully.
Jimmy, I got to ask what's going on back there because Crowder is somewhere here in the studio and he disappeared. And I saw the segment started and Jimmy didn't think like, hey, I should go find Crowder. And I saw Solana shooting darts at you with his eyes and you weren't picking up on it. And then you actually motioned like, go find him. And you kind of just peered out into the hallway, but you didn't return with Crowder. So what happened there?
I called out for Crowder. Hey, Crowder, we're back. And nothing.
So Crowder's taking a deuce? Is that what he's doing?
You didn't think to walk around and try to go find him? Like, there's only so many places he could be.
Jimmy,
like,
there's one other room in this entire building,
but like
down
that
the
was,
hallway.
Honestly, that was the extent of your search?
Yeah.
The extent of your search was walking out the door yelling, hey, Crowder, we're back, knowing that he wasn't there. You'd see him. He's not there. And then that was it? You just came back in and sat behind the board?
Well, I was going to leave the board unattended.
What could possibly happen?
We're good, Jimmy. I'm here.
Worst case, Solana runs it. Yeah.
I'll go.
I could walk out over the next 2 minutes and try to find Crowder. I mean, it is kind of funny, too, that he's gone this long.
Well, he knows that we're back, and he knew Gelb was on the line, and he just
didn't want to talk to Gelb?
Can I defend Crowder here?
Sure.
It was you, Solana, Coach L, and then he heard Gelb was coming on. Maybe he just reached his white people quota for the day. Maybe
that's
what it was.
That's very possible. Yeah, if we had someone else coming up, if Chris Perkins was joining us, he'd have been here on time. Yeah. Like, aren't you even a little bit concerned at this point, Jimmy, that he's disappeared?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but you'll just stay there?
I'll go look for him.
He's rattled.
Un poquito.
Camera, like he's genuinely rattled.
Well, it was a funny way for him to go look for Crowder, which was literally to peer. I can see out where Jimmy just looked. I mean, it's all glass. So
he's not great under pressure, and he's not great when things don't go right.
But like problem solving, the fact that he needed you to, like, I was like, isn't anyone going to go get Crowder? And I saw you're like staring at Jimmy, like, and he didn't seem to pick up on it. Anyway. So anyway, the weather's nice there in New York.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I would love to move to Florida right now.
Yeah, you're missing some nice weather, man. I wanted to get into Tua stuff, but I don't even know if we're going to have enough time because we're going to run out of time here. Here comes Crowder running back in. Where could you possibly have gone for the entire segment?
He was hosted on Radio Libre.
I mean, what?
I was talking to Big Time.
Yeah, but
Boss lady.
No, but I was in there with you before the 3 o'clock hour started.
I know, Hawk, we can't do real business when you're around.
And I'm sitting there on the couch. We're sitting there with Claudia. And then what did I say?
Channing was negotiating I literally said to Claudia,
We have to leave now. Time for a segment.
That's rude where I'm from. I just communicate with the boss, Hawk.
I mean, honestly, you just thought you'd stay in there for as long as you felt like it, knowing that we had a segment going on there with Gelb?
So I play with Coach Saban. If I'm in Coach Saban's office as a team meeting starts, I'm going to stay in Coach Saban's office because he's the one that runs everything.
I'm going to ask Claudia during the next break. I'm going to ask her if she would have appreciated you saying, hey, I have a segment to do, which is what you're being paid for, or if she appreciated you just hanging out and glad-handing with her in her office.
We're glad we were talking business.
You weren't talking business.
We were talking serious business.
You have no idea what serious business
venue
is.
utilization.
You put in a good word for me?
Can I make a request?
You're on the show.
Instead of throwing me in with Coach L, can we get Claudia over here? I could use a job these days. Let's go. Bring her in. I don't want to talk to Coach L.
Len told me he's very interested in you. What's going on there?
Bring Claudia over. Let me talk to her.
Everybody jump on.
You never thought to yourself, hey, it's probably a segment going on.
I actually thought like, hey, I've been in here a couple minutes. We have a small break. But then we were talking, we were talking turkey. We're talking turkey with the boss lady.
Like gobble gobble.
Can you imagine the business that Crowder's talking with the audience 4:45?
Venue utilization.
So what were your ideas for venue utilization?
I was thinking maybe bring some border collies in, whatever, let monkeys ride on their backs, make a race, a dog race. I was just telling we could kind of
want to make the performance spot as a corgi race, like
I want the lesser little fat dog with the short legs. Yeah. Man, let's set up a corgi track.
How do you feel about your segment today, Gelby?
I have a hot take for you. Football.
All right, go ahead. You have like 30 seconds.
Corgis.
Justin Herbert, with Mike McDaniel getting both of his tackles back, is going to win the MVP this upcoming year in the NFL.
Wow.
It wouldn't be out of question that would happen because Mike McDaniel is creative.
But is he creative? My pushback would be that we were the worst team in the third quarter. We got outscored. How was it, Solana? You do 100.
But what if you only
200-5?
What if
in
you
the third quarter?
only had to worry about the offense? You don't have any other worries that a head coach has, and
you also have a quarterback,
and you have a better quarterback,
and a better line,
and a better tight end. Yeah. I mean,
I wouldn't say it can't happen, but I really question Mike McDaniel. Oh, you bring up Oronde Gaston II.
Yep.
Oronde Gaston told us 3 years ago, Gelby, Mike McDaniel doesn't have a plan B. He has a game plan, and if it doesn't work, you just don't score.
Oh, screw him. I've been telling you that for 4 years now.
Well, Gelby.
Are you serious?
So now he gets Justin Herbert, and now he has a plan B or C. He's going to have a plan A, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
And that's for 1 year. I think it will work. And then everyone's going to be buzzing about Mike McDaniel. We're going to give him a chance to be head coach. It'll be a disaster there.
I guarantee you, after this next season, Mike McDaniel is going to be the coach, the coach du jour in the offseason because he's going to have a successful offense. Whether, Justin Herbert wins MVP or not, he's going to have a successful offense. And everyone's going to remember why Mike McDaniel was being talked about 4 years ago in the first place.
And with Harbaugh, so Harbaugh has to do the hard work, and Mike McDaniel's just draw up an offensive game plan. I'm with you. I think the Chargers' offense is going to be very good next season.
I put the Chargers on Hard Knocks. That's what I would do. I know they've been on before, but you got Harbaugh, you got McDaniel, you got Herbert.
Oronde.
There's a lot of meat on the bone there.
Yeah. All right, Gelb, we got to go. We're out of time. I'm sorry.
Best appearance I ever did. Thank you, guys. I like this every week.
I mean, I am going to Claudia's. Claudia's office right now. Everybody follow Zach Gelb on social media. Zach ZACHGELB. Zach Gelb. Thank you, Gelby.
Later, guys. Be well. Crowder, show up now. All right.
Putting up with our nonsense.
What happened?
Putting up with our nonsense. Zach Gelb putting up with our nonsense. 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour is coming up. Cheetah Pompano, great spot to watch a game or a fight. They got VIP areas, 4 stages of entertainment, the most beautiful ladies in South Florida. Cheetah Pompano has the amazing complimentary gourmet lunch till 3 p.m. every day. Happy hour specials till 6. If you have never partaken in their free lunch, by the way, or checked out their extensive dinner menu, you should do so. Soups, turkey wraps, salads, chicken parm, Philly cheesesteak. They've got it all. Their kitchen is legit. Their menu is phenomenal. I always say, you hear me say free lunch, and you go, oh, they probably put out a table and it's got some luncheon meats and dinner rolls. And no, you order off the menu. They have a full kitchen, and it is good food. Every day is a great day at Cheetah Pompano Beach. Make sure you visit Cheetah Palm Beach as well. If you're planning a bachelor party, there's nowhere better than Cheetah Pompano or Cheetah Palm Beach. Get all the details at cheetahsofl.com.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
All right, I'll start with Chuck here. Chuck in Miami Gardens.
What they do? What they do?
That's for you, Crowder. Yeah. Phil Collins' birthday today.
Studio.
Studio. Phil Collins is not on my birthday list, but it is his birthday today, isn't it?
I don't know.
I thought it was his birthday today.
Was it yesterday?
Maybe it was yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
I saw something on the show she was interesting to me. Oh, clam chowder day.
Oh, is it? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
His birthday is January 30th.
Nailed it.
It was Phil Knight yesterday.
No, that's not who I was thinking of. Maybe it was the anniversary of a Phil Collins song or something yesterday. Why did I think it was Phil Collins' birthday?
A lot of friends on this list.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Bo Nix.
Don't know him.
Fred Van Vliet.
That's my buddy.
Jimmer Fredette.
Never.
Rashad Jones.
That's my buddy.
Pat White.
That's my buddy.
Joakim Noah.
That's my buddy.
Rashida Jones.
Don't know her.
You don't know Rashida Jones?
Who is that?
She was in The Office.
In The Office.
Yeah.
She's
Quincy Jones' daughter.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Jim's ex-girlfriend.
Don't say office members like I know them like y'all do. That's not a show for blacks.
Rashida Jones?
She's on the staff, but that's not a black people show. The Office?
Cascade?
Oh, legend.
No idea who or what that is.
Stop.
What is Cascade?
Cascade?
Yeah.
Legendary DJ. Seen him, no joke, 15 times. Easy.
Popular DJ is 55 years old.
Most of the OG DJs, Avicii, Cascade, David Guetta, all those guys are much
in their
older.
50s.
You've seen them 20 times.
Probably more.
Free concerts.
Free? No, I paid a lot of money to go.
To see Cascade?
They had a DJ doing the closing ceremonies in Milan. 2 DJs.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. Like that's like going to see a concert.
With a guy sitting there
Yeah.
behind a turntable.
Have you really? Well, don't diminish their
They're
work.
behind a turntable.
Well, yeah, they're DJing. Yes, that's
Yeah.
what you do when you
I
DJ.
know, I can do that.
Right.
No, have you never been? Have you never been to a music festival?
I've never been to a music festival because I wouldn't spend all day there. But you remember at Gulfstream, I saw, who was it? Kygo, maybe?
Kygo.
And someone else the year before.
Not a big Kygo fan,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Carrot Top is 61 today.
Is he still doing Vegas?
He still does Vegas.
Yeah.
It's a funny show. I follow Carrot Top on social media. He happens to be very funny.
Yeah.
Really like him. Went to FAU, Carrot Top. Ric Flair is 77.
Woo!
Jimbo.
5 o'clock hour, by the way, is the Funky Buddha Happy Hour. And tonight at Funky Buddha in Oakland Park, you've got Magic the Gathering at 6:30, and you've got a Pokemon trade show, like where you trade your Pokemon cards and stuff. 6 o'clock tonight.
I got to text Fred Taylor.
Why?
He collects Pokemon cards.
What?
He talks about it every flight, every Uber drive. I'm trying to look for a rainbow Charizard.
Man,
you better
I
get
gotta
your
have-
old
I
ass out of
gotta-
my face.
I got to have that kind of money and that kind of time, because then you get to do kooky stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't need any more money. He's got just plenty of money and plenty of time. So he's like, oh, I'm in a chat thing. I see that Pokemon cards, you can buy one for 40,000. It's worth 250,000 next week. And he throws himself into that.
I
Man.
might have said something on there. This is a couple years ago. We're doing the podcast, and he tells the Uber driver, like, turn off here or something. And we're trying to get to the hotel, or we're trying to get to the venue to shoot the podcast. He was doing that Pokemon Go where you catch the people.
But there's no money in Pokemon
He
Go.
told the Uber driver to take a right
Oh.
here because there's a rainbow Charizard around the corner. It was the closest me and Fred ever got to fighting.
Wow.
I said, Fred, if you do not head to this hotel, if we go chase Charizard again, me and you are fighting. We're gonna fight in this Uber if we chase Charizard.
I recently downloaded an app, went back to my parents' house, went into like their attic, got all my old Pokemon cards from when I was a kid. I had them all organized. Binders.
Of course you did.
Yeah, no friends.
Binders of Pokemon cards.
Those are your friends. In
And
the
I've been
binder.
scanning them to see how much they're worth.
Yeah.
I'm quitting this show in a couple months.
Oh, Listen, I'll help you. What app do I need to download?
Hey, buddy, how y'all been?
Bro, this one card.
I've missed you, Rabbit Bunny.
This one card that I found, one card costs $15. It goes for $1,500 on eBay.
Really?
One card. Yeah, look.
Are you gonna sell it?
No.
And this is what these goofballs do. They just evaluate them.
All right. Well, see if Fred will give you $1,000 for it. Tell Fred you've got a Charizard, whatever.
Send me a
Char Hut. What do you have?
picture.
Char Hut?
I don't know.
Charizard.
What he's doing.
Got
I
that.
don't have a Charizard.
Sarsgaard.
He got a
Skarsgård.
Pokemon, a Pikachu. You got a Pikachu?
I have several. I have a surfing Pikachu.
What? You got a surfing Pikachu?
Unfortunately, I was born with a Pikachu.
Ain't nobody paying for your Pikachu.
Crowder, there's no A in Pokemon.
Oh, my bad. It's a peekaboo. Excuse me. I thought that's what we were talking about.
Oh, I don't have plural Pokemons. I got one Pikaman.
I got pecan what? Anyway, Funky Buddha Sticky Treats is back. That's one of their most requested beers. Sticky Treats, a rice blonde ale with vanilla, brings a taste that's not unlike your favorite rice cereal and marshmallow snack. And you can find Sticky Treats statewide at a retailer as well. And F1 is starting, and you can watch F1 at Funky Buddha all season long. March 7th is when it's back, and Funky Buddha will be your #1 race paddock for every race. They'll have a watch party going on with sound and specials to choose from as well. Always action at Funky Buddha. And don't forget, Panthers back in action tomorrow night. They're in action Friday night as well. And Funky Buddha at the tap room right there at the Amaranth Bank Arena as well. So a lot of opportunities to get to Funky Buddha. Let's do headlines for the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour, brought to you by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
A lot of people are texting in that Avicii is dead.
Yes.
By the way, he is. I saw his last performance at Ultra. I was just mentioning OG DJs in my mind that I know are much older.
There's that documentary about Avicii that
it was tragic, like out of nowhere, literally
really
out of
sad,
nowhere.
yeah.
Does he throw cakes?
No, that's Steve Aoki.
We saw him here.
Oh, okay.
Remember, we saw him down here in the performance
That's
space.
right. He was down here in the performance space.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't cake me, though.
Steve Aoki, his
nasty.
father, founded Benihana.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's why he can mess around his whole life and throw cakes.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue Steve Aoki's a great DJ. Great show, though. Fun show.
People, they get there early because they want to be caked.
Mm-hmm.
They want the cake thrown
That's
in their
crazy.
face. I know.
I wanted the cake thrown in my face. Oh, speaking of cake, I forgot. I have another surprise for you guys.
You
better not
baked the
pull
cake?
no damn cookies.
I made brownies for the show.
And that
What is going on
he's
here?
trying to poison us.
Why is that weird to you guys?
Why is it weird? Because 2 days in a row you've been baking. It looks like the same bag that we made fun of yesterday. Let me see.
Solana, do you recycle
Yeah,
Ziploc bags?
these are soft and moist.
They're soft and moist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why is it so weird to you guys that I baked some brownies last night?
Because first of
those
all,
are clean, by the way, Crowder.
You were very concerned about being healthy and drinking whey, and now all of a sudden you're baking cookies and brownies, and
Every
it
night.
makes no sense.
Why? I've
I
taken up a
just
new
told
hobby.
you
I've taken
why.
up a new hobby.
And
I don't
you're
get it.
calorie counting.
They do smell good though.
Don't do it. You're gonna die. It's over for him. Jesus Christ.
Mm.
Man, I ain't
Who
really
made these for real?
I enjoy working with
made
you.
them.
Who
Hoch.
made these? Because I'm gonna crush these, and I want to know if your mom or Valentina made them.
I made them.
You were terrible.
You took up baking in Spain. You got to Spain and started baking.
There is a baking show on Netflix, which happens to be great.
Oh, these over here by me.
Have one of these. This is
I
the
don't
worst
wanna
brownie I've
know,
ever had.
'cause he
I want to know
doesn't
if you
really
really made this.
I made that.
He's trying to poison.
Did you make
us.
it?
I swear I made that.
It's terrible.
Why?
They're dry.
Dry.
It's
so-
not. It's moist.
I'm eating it right now. It's dry.
Why is your bag so wrinkled? Oh,
I'm not trying it.
man.
I don't know what's going on here.
Jimmy took both those cookies home yesterday,
course
by
he
the way,
did.
that I made.
Of course
He
he
ate
did.
them both. He told me he loved them today. Jimmy, you can have these 3 brownies if Crowder's not going to take one.
I'm fine. Thank you.
Give some to Claudia then.
I spoke with her, by the way, during the break.
Actually, we were talking about business.
I didn't ask about that. I said to her, you know that you caused Crowder to miss almost 3/4 of a segment because he was stuck in your office. And she apologized profusely to me.
You mess with the boss lady, man.
Right? I'm not even lying.
No,
I
he
told
did.
her.
Don't tell people nothing like that. You don't understand hierarchy. You criticize the boss.
You don't understand how to set parameters.
I don't
I set
the
parameters.
the
early.
boss.
Yeah, I set parameters.
All right, here are your headlines.
Yeah, it's over for you all.
I just find it so bizarre that you guys are.
You find it bizarre that you don't find it bizarre that all of a sudden after 10 years you're baking every night? That's not bizarre.
Are you going through something?
Just a hobby I picked up.
In
Weird,
Spain.
man. Something is so
It's
weird
not in
here.
Spain. I was thinking about baking before I went to Spain, and I finally decided I'm going to do it.
Bake.
Maybe I should bake.
You should.
You got a baked body.
All right, here are your headlines.
Oh, I'm getting sweaty. What was in those?
Huck, why is that Ziploc bag so old?
Mm.
Do you recycle Ziploc bags? That didn't come out the box this morning. Look at how wrinkly.
I'm not
and
kidding you. I've
dirty
got sweat pouring out. What is in those?
Well, then they got some THC in there.
Batter.
Hawk. You about to be hungry tonight.
No, I feel pale. Do I look peaked?
You didn't drive here, did you?
Do I look peaked?
You look a little red.
I'm telling you, I'm sweating like
what's
crazy.
in that brownies?
No, those are good. Those are just good old fashioned brownies.
He drugged Hawk. It's over for him. Damn it, we had a good run. You done killed him. Man, ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm eating nothing that you make. What you bringing tomorrow?
Oh, what are you guys in the mood for?
A little creme brulee, tiramisu.
Anything else, Valero?
I don't know why you put that in your mouth so fast. You just was happy.
I felt bad yesterday that we were so hard on the cookies, so I wanted to, but I don't know what happened. Something's up with those brownies too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to keep bringing in leftovers, so get used to it.
All right.
Oh, pass them my way.
Okay. The Heat will play the Sixers tomorrow. They lost yesterday to the Bucks. The Marlins will continue their spring training action tomorrow. Canes baseball is at FAU tonight.
Yeah.
6:30 p.m. I just found out FAU men's basketball plays tomorrow against Temple.
Yeah. Coach L's going.
Yep. Inter Miami plays a friendly tomorrow in Puerto Rico. And one quick note here from Adam Schefter, something actually worth, talking about in headlines, which we don't have time for. But the Carolina Panthers, he says, have been getting calls about Andy Dalton for a potential trade. And I just wonder if Andy Dalton does anything for anybody. Veteran, definitely adds some competition in the locker room.
$3-4 million does anything. Anybody at $3-4 million is like what I think they should be doing. Although I read an ESPN story today where the guy made a big case for Malik Willis and worth the money for the Dolphins specifically.
But 30-40 million a year, that's the crazy part of it. So Tua's making 50. We're going to pay another guy 30.
Would be complete insanity.
What is the goal, Sully and Halfley? What's the goal of this acquisition? That's my question.
Find out.
I have sound from Jeff Halfley talking about his time with Malik Willis. We can play that tomorrow.
All right.
Your weather, if we remember. I also wanted to play Bill Zito sound, Barkey sound.
Yeah.
There could be some discussions moving forward about Sergei Bobrovsky's future in South Florida. I don't know if you guys have seen anything about that. Your weather in South Florida right now, it is partly cloudy. It's in the low 70s tonight. It'll be in the low 50s.
Mike Cunio from the great state of Indiana. He's in Indianapolis for the Combine. He's going to join us in the next segment.
Anniversaries are really special, and you gotta celebrate. Ed Moore's, they're celebrating. We should celebrate 80 years in business. That's why my buddy Chris Atkins, he's the GM over there. Teddy Moore's runs things. They have an amazing team, and they are celebrating with Sawgrass Cadillac. They're commemorating the occasion by giving special savings on Cadillac luxury. My wife has an IQ. If you haven't seen these beautiful all-electric Cadillacs, go check them out. And right now, you can get an all-electric 2026 Cadillac Optic, and it's just $349 a month, or an all-electric 2025 Cadillac Lyrics for just $369 a month. Ed Moore's, they've been family-owned and operated for 80 years, so they know how to take care of their customers, and that's what being backed by Moore's is. I tell you all the time, you got to be backed by Moore's. Don't miss out on the 80th year anniversary savings. Go see my friends at Ed Moore Sawgrass Cadillac. They are the 6-time dealer of the year off Sunrise Boulevard and the Sawgrass Expressway. Visit EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com. And remember, I tell you all the time, my entire driveway is backed by Moore's, from the sales department to the GM, my man Chris Atkins, to the lease, to the trade, to the sale, whatever you are doing. After you get the vehicle, the service department's amazing. They send you texts, they send you emails to tell you, hey, bring your car in. Let us take care of your vehicle for you. You got to be backed by Moore's. Click EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
What about FD Florida and FD Sun?
How about FU?
WQAM, broadcasting live from the Ed Moore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios. Shop exceptional Cadillac offers now at